So have you traveled outside of the country or out of the state?
Like on my own or like for music?
Well, on your own or for music?
Yeah, I've traveled a bit. I've been to like Nicaragua. I've been to Switzerland. I've got family in both those places. So
I can tell by the way you said Nicaragua.
Yeah.
Very
some
proper.
people aren't so lucky. Yeah, I've traveled Canada. I've done some traveling. I hope to get like all the continents, just like a personal
That's cool.
goal of mine, you know. But out of state, yeah, bit over west, bit to up north, northeast, all that. Gone on some tours that brought me up to Tennessee with a couple other bands, so that was good fun.
That's one of the few places I have been.
Tennessee?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done very minimal, little to no traveling, like outside of Florida. I've been.
So you flew there? Or?
No. So I went to Chattanooga twice, both times as like a child though. One was I was too young to remember really. I just remember going. The second one I was a little bit older and it was like a family reunion of like the extended family that I'd never met before.
Okay.
Like people I don't have any relationship with at all. So it was really strange. Chattanooga was cool though. And I had some family that lived on, I don't know if you know, but Chattanooga is basically in a bowl of mountains. And there's one main big one called Lookout Mountain. Okay. And I had somebody in my family, I don't know who, somebody in my family had a home on the mountain. And it's dope because when you go out the front door, you have a front yard, but it's on a slope. But then you go past that to the road, and then past the road, you just have like a massive open view of like the entire city. It's insane. It's weird. It's crazy. It's
beautiful.
And you're high up. Yeah, it's beautiful.
You don't get that out here.
No.
Not even close.
And then the only other time that I traveled out of state was in 8th grade. We had a trip to DC.
Oh, were you part of the safety patrol or the?
No,
Oh, you
no, this was
did that?
just a trip that the school would do, but we had to pay for it still. You know, we just did it. It was like an optional thing that like kids from like a group of 3 grades were allowed to do every year.
It sounds similar to a thing
Or
that
2 grades.
I had gone on, like a trip to DC, but it was for the Junior National Young Leaders Conference.
Ooh.
I don't know if any of y'all have heard of that because I never.
No.
I sure haven't since.
No, but I
coming
was
back.
I
You
was
were a
in
part of it.
Yeah, I got sent up to Washington D.C. in like the middle of winter, and it was cool. Like
It was also the middle of winter when we went to DC.
Yeah,
It was
and-
cold as
dog.
dick.
Yeah, that city sucks.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to.
It
Yeah,
was kind of bunk.
Yeah, very
other than the museums. Museums were dope.
yeah, that was it was a good time. But yeah, it was very psyopy in hindsight. You know what I mean? Like very kind of like the best and brightest of all these classes coming together and like
Go to the nation's capital.
yeah,
setting
and like
you
let's see how
kids
these
up.
kids interact and these pick out certain ones to operate and whatever. I don't know. I'm on.
I did. So I didn't ever heard of that program, but I did. I was in National Junior Honor Society,
Yeah,
which didn't mean shit other than you do a ceremony and you're in it now because you had good grades. And there you go. That's it.
did you go to school around here, Derit? You're from the area, right?
No, actually, I'm a little bit down south. I'm
Okay.
over in Loxahatchee, so west of West Palm.
I've
Gotcha.
never heard of Loxahatchee.
Oh yeah, it's the sticks.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
It's kind of like a
I've been- I
Jupiter's
don't know if I've
farm,
been.
Jupiter farm thing.
All right.
Like,
Yeah.
Just kind of secluded. I went to Seminole Ridge High School out there, so that's just like there was a lot of nothing out there. Today nowadays, kind of like PSL, it's getting overdeveloped. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of traffic now. So
For better or for worse, would you say?
for worse,
Yeah, fair enough. Seems to be the common thread.
Consensus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up here and then moved away to not Tampa proper, but like like a surrounding city, Riverview.
Okay.
Went to middle school there, then moved to Daytona Beach, and I went to high school there, and then moved back here after graduating.
oh, a lot of moving.
So
Yeah.
I just made that triangle: Daytona, Tampa, back down here, and traveled around Florida a few different times, but yeah, not much around the globe.
No,
Not at all around the globe.
It was just Chattanooga, really. Like Tennessee,
Chattanooga and DC. That was it.
Yeah. That's great. You know, I grew up all around West
Actually,
Palm.
no, I was in a little bit north of Atlanta. I forget the name of the city. I was there once for another family thing. Somebody I didn't know. But anyway.
Yeah, I was out there recently on the last tour that brought me up to Tennessee. We also stopped in Athens, and that was cool. A cool, fun college town. They had like a couple bands playing out, and then we played at the spot called what was it called? Whatever. I don't know. It's in Athens. It was great. It was a great venue. Great people running it. Across the street, Health was playing. If you know that band.
Yes.
Yeah, Health.
I don't know.
Great live show.
I guess so. No, that's what everyone who came from that venue to our show, like right after. That's what they were telling us. I'm not familiar with them, but everyone I bring it up to, like, who likes them, like,
Yeah, they're a band with a lot of personality. To say the least. Yeah.
What kind of band? I've never heard of this band.
What kind of music?
They're like a heavy rock, like metal, industrial type situation.
Yeah, some kind of.
But it was
Their aesthetic looks darker, but I don't know.
Yeah, but all of their marketing is like super goofy, which is hilarious.
Yeah, it's like TikTok content kind of thing, or no?
Sort of, definitely that kind of humor, like just very chronically online humor.
Sure.
Sounds like my kind of band.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
everyone leaving the gig that show was like in like full cosplay. So I was like, there's
Really?
something
Yep, that sounds
something
about-
weird
yep.
going on. I didn't quite
You
understand.
didn't get the memo that they got. That's cool though.
No, yeah.
I like bands that have like just like on top of like a certain level of showmanship, but they also have like I don't want to overuse the word, but an aesthetic, and they have like an audience that like embraces it with them.
Yeah.
In that case, like it for them in this thing is a cosplay thing, like internet humor thing. I like that.
Yeah, as long as it's not gimmicky. Like if it's like really true to the fans, it's cool. Like,
Yeah.
I thought you were
my
gonna say as long as
opinions
it's
on
not
that.
really gay.
So what's some of your
Well, where do you draw the line at it being gimmicky?
gimmicky?
Yeah, because I mean, having all your audience show up in cosplays could arguably be pretty gimmicky.
Good question.
Yeah, that is. I genuinely don't know where that is. Like that cutoff is.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It just depends.
what's your gimmick?
What's my gimmick? These
Glasses,
glasses.
obviously. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah,
My glasses are
pretty-
my gimmick too. so
pretty
I feel
obvious.
it.
No, yeah, I try to be true to folk, but there's things that I
You could
I think is
be
funny.
you could be like make up a new genre for it.
Well, yeah, we were having this conversation earlier. It's like the genre bending nowadays is insane. There's like you really can't put a label on a lot of things,
Yeah.
and when you do, it's like completely new
It's
stuff.
it-
Like
I was gonna say the opposite, where it's either something like what you're saying, it's either something like hyper specific,
Yeah.
or it's too reductive, where it doesn't really.
it's just all
describe
encompassing. It's like
Yeah.
indie.
Yeah,
That means a million things to
Can-
different
can be-
people. you
yeah.
know?
it's like I didn't watch. It's been a long time since I watched Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know,
Oh, that's really good.
Jones.
indie core.
That's got to be like
That's a
Jungle
stupid
Beats.
joke.
No?
Editing, Devin, cut that out.
No.
Hey, welcome to Ghost on the Aux. Speaking of cold opens that we said 10 minutes ago. We got 2 cameras. We got a producer now. We got Danielle back here on the 1s and 2s.
She won 2
And the 3 and 4.
And the 3s and 4s. And there's a 5.
I got all the numbers.
Shout out to Channel 5.
I'm Devin. This is Derit. We got Almond. And we got Trey.
Me. Hi.
When someone asks you, what do you try to describe your music as when like you meet someone who hasn't heard it before?
Yeah,
And
like
they ask you.
kind of like that all-encompassing thing. I'll go with like folk and then singer-songwriter, and
Okay.
you know that's who knows what that means nowadays.
Well, that's actually kind of great because then you can just, if it's not their expectation when they listen to it, it's like, yeah, well, it's not for you.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't limit myself in that. Like,
or it's like, I didn't describe it that much. So it's like, it's left to interpretation, you know?
right. Unless I get
Singer, songwriter, folk.
Yeah, get specific. Like,
Right.
pirate rock or
They
something.
can
I don't know.
fill in the gaps in their mind until they go home and look it up.
Yeah.
So I always had an issue as a youth with like fucking categorizing genres. Like I never understood when, like I understood obviously rap and rock, but like when it gets into like subsections and deeper
The
than
really
that,
broad ones are.
yeah, I always just, it was too much for me. So what do you actually consider your music to be like folk, or is that just what you find it easier to?
I do consider it like a lot of storytelling folk. And then I like I think it's more a reflection of my influences, you know, that like really give me the genre name, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to limit myself in being like I am a folk singer. You know, it's like I want electric guitar, I want all this, like I want synths. You know, it's like I don't want to get caught up in like that label as much.
Yeah.
But I think if you were to like look at my influences and stuff, it would go hand in hand, you know, make a lot of sense.
I get what you mean.
Who are your biggest influences, would you say?
Nowadays, I grew up on like what I as a musician like really love to like listen to and play along to was like late 90s and like early 2000s alternative rock and like grunge and stuff like that. But as I've like came to like figure out my own sound and stuff, I've even gone further back to like the old folk artists like Phil Oakes, Bob Dylan, and I attribute a lot of my sound and like what I like to like the outlaw country guys, like the Highwaymen, like Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Chris Christopherson, Waylon, like all those guys. I love their ability to storytell and all that, and that makes its way into my music. But the sound, I think it like teeters on it.
Yeah, so I listened to the congratulations on the album. First of all, is this your first album?
This is my first album. I had
Vocifer?
Vocifer.
Vocifer.
Yeah, like vociferous.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. I understand. I don't understand.
It's a great
just
vocab
kidding.
word.
No, I thought the name was already dope, but I didn't make the vociferous connection.
Yeah, it's my first album, and I'm grateful I released it where I am now as a musician, because it's like I get to pull from all these influences that I like really feel passionate about, and didn't want to just like, because had I released like my first album like 3 years from now, it would have been something completely different, you know. So I think I'm ever, you know, changing. I'm growing as an artist. That I'm always gonna like have a different sound.
I mean, that's the point of not entirely, but I think that's kind of one of the main points of an album is to kind of capture like a particular moment.
Yeah, definitely.
For an artist, right? Like of their sound and what either their message, what they're going through, the sound, their experiment, whatever, you know.
Right.
It captures a particular.
I just hope going forward, it's one of those. It's not one of those things where it's like someone's like, "Oh, his older stuff was better." You know, it's like as I'm like figuring myself out.
I mean, you know, they said that about Eminem. They say that about.
They were right.
They
That
still
was
say
a
that
horrible
about
example. That was a horrible example to bring up. What are you talking about?
But hey, he's still going at the
Right.
same time. You know what? And his old music is still there, so it's not like you can't go back and listen to it.
Where was this
Yeah,
energy
exactly.
when we were talking about Kanye, Almond?
Well, Kanye's another story.
Let's not go there. Anyway,
Kanye's
let's not
another
go there. Let's not go there.
Gotta edit
Anyway,
this.
I was trying to avoid bringing up Kanye.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Don't bring him up. It's
If you
too
were-
soon.
I just had to.
Refer to
I
the
had to bring some
non-existent
degree of
lost
attention.
episode.
I just had to say something. Anyway, I'll behave.
Yeah, so editor, just like sub out every time you send Eminem with Kanye, and then no, I'm just kidding.
Editor
Eminem.
Slim Shady. That's what I gotta say.
Have you always been wanting to like experiment with different sounds, like continue doing different things like that, or did you like figure out a sound and then get too like comfortable with it and be like, I want to shake things up?
I think I've got the chance to experiment a lot, and I still do because I'm a drummer mostly. So
Oh, okay,
like I've
cool.
been able to play with like so many different types of bands. So I get to like expand my arsenal as like far as like technical ability. So I've been in like all these genres, and the ones that like stuck to me, I finally get to do myself in the solo project. And being Derit, it's like I get my sound, what I want to make, what I want to produce, what I want to like show off, showcase. And that's why I'm like super proud of this album, because like all that influence like boiled down to this, and it's like whether you see it or not, it's in there. Because I've been in like metal bands, psychedelic bands, folk projects, just a lot like reggae. You know, it's like I played a little bit of everything.
I think that lends itself to how like kind of full-bodied a lot of the music sounds. Like, because that's something that I noticed. Because you said that you used like MIDI for certain instruments and stuff in the instrumentation on it, but I really, when I first listened to it, it all sounded very organic.
I agree.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to comment on the production of it specifically. So I didn't sit there and like analyze lyrics and waveforms and shit, but my overview is, it sounded very like well produced, but not like overproduced. It sounded very organic. It sounded like some people might mean this a bad way. I mean this in a good way, but it sounded like most of the songs sounded like it was a one take, or you knew it so well that it was like as if you're doing it any other time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it felt organic, you know?
Yeah. Some of those songs, like, I mean, I've had those songs forever at this point. The newest one was even made like maybe like a year before, like a few months before, like I actually got into the studio. But at that point, I did a little bit of like studio development of the songs, like, but I kind of knew exactly what I wanted going into making the record. And then like the people who I had involved, I got it recorded over at Succulent Sound Studios.
Succulent.
Yep, in Lake Worth by my producer, engineer.
Shout out
to Brendan Lyons.
Yo, Brendan.
Brendan Lyons of his band Beeline.
Really did his thing.
Lions.
Yeah, no, he's great. He's amazing, and he knew exactly, like, our visions just like meshed perfectly. So like if I had an idea, he was on board with it. If he had an idea, there was no clashing in that. It was like we were like, oh yeah, let's do it. So then there's a lot of people featured on this record, like a lot. So a lot of it is like organic in studio like takes. There is like MIDI elements and like certain like samples and stuff that are in there, but like overall it is just raw takes.
Then yeah, that definitely gets across in the final recording.
Yeah, I'd hope so. I mean, that's like what I wanted to do with it. I didn't want to like sit on this for too long. I think it took me like maybe 6 months to get the recordings done. And I'm like proud of that, because
that's a pretty solid time frame.
Yeah. You know, it's like if I can do that every year, you know, I'm happy with it. Like I'm gonna be productive. Yeah.
Right on.
So how's the love life looking?
The love life, it's great.
Getting right into the hot topic.
I'm very much in love.
He's in love with the music, with the girl, with a guy. What? We not judging. What's going on?
I'm in love with it all, man. I'm in love with the game.
He's in love with the game.
With the game.
For the love of the
This guy's
game.
a player.
Real
He's a
talk.
player. Look at him with the sunglasses. Look at the smirk. Oh, bro, that's the player face right
No,
there.
dude, you're not paying attention to his choice of words. He's a gamer.
Oh, well, he said he ain't game though.
I'm not gaming.
Yeah, he ain't game.
So, well, excuse me.
That ain't the game he playing, guys.
Fair enough.
That just completely threw off my train of thought.
All of us, yeah.
Valid question though.
All right. I don't know where to move from here, guys. All right. Be Lion.
Shout out to Lion.
Brendan Lyons, that guy rocks. A really good musician. So like he did banjo on the album. He did
Yo,
did a lot of
Banjo was going
percussive.
crazy. I forget which song it was now, but I was listening to it today, so like it's fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
But the banjo was going crazy.
Oh, he's really good. Yeah, he does a lot of like folk fairs and Celtic stuff, like shows and stuff.
sense.
So he does a lot of that like Irish like banjo playing. It's crazy. So like he's on that like same wavelength of folk music. So we were just like bonding over that completely. Yeah.
So how long have you been doing music?
since I was 17, so 2017. I was born in the year 2000,
What
the year of our
started you?
Lord. Huh?
What got you there?
What got me? I don't know. I did band in high school, and like it didn't really. I don't know. Music was weird for me. Like I didn't just listen to top 40, whatever. You know, like nothing really stuck out until like Guitar Hero in high school, and I was like, oh, rock music is cool. Like it's
We are like almost the same age, by the way. So we grew up with pretty much the same type of shit too. So I'm imagining the top 40 stuff you're listening to.
yeah. I don't like Shakira. I don't know. You know, it's like
I want to know, you know,
it's good. It's good music, man. So it's like,
Classic.
yeah, I didn't like consider anything else or really look into any other genres or underground scenes or anything. Just like through growing up and like Guitar Hero, like learning about like the rock legends, rock history, rock music.
So you were into like the culture of it, but you just didn't play or know much music yet? Is that what you're
Yeah, essentially I started getting like more into like the culture and like
Yeah.
the dress, the aesthetic, skateboarding, you know, was like punk music and everything. Like it lends to these kind of things. It's all in the same vein. So, yeah, at some point I think my buddies just started playing guitar. I tried to pick up guitar, pick up bass. At some point I started learning drums, and it was kind of one of those things, kind of like this setup here, where it's like I have an interface and it's like, let me do everything by myself and try to make something out of it. And learning just a lot through that process, and then learning along with my friends, and then in turn eventually playing out like live music, like getting on a stage, talking to people, communicating, networking, meeting like-minded folks. You know, it's like
When was your first time live on stage?
it probably was like,
Or rather live, maybe not on a stage, maybe it was on a carpet or on a corner of
yeah, like a little like in the corner of a bar,
Yeah.
in a dim lit stage. It was probably like 2018. I think I started a band called Calliope. That's not true. I mean, this was like the first like show gig, but
How many bands have you had so far?
I don't know. Because you jam with so many people, right? And it's
Yeah.
like, what's a band? What's real? Like, how long is this going to go on for?
Well, who have you like? How many bands have you gigged with? Even if it was just for like one show, that would probably be the
Yeah.
easiest. I mean, it's a good sign,
lot. No,
honestly.
I couldn't put a number to it, honestly. It's just
A
like,
lot of people like working with you.
a lot of people need drummers. That's the other thing
That's
too.
the realest thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like that trope about a drummer being in 5 bands isn't a joke. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Being a drummer in a local scene is like being a woman on Tinder. For real. It's like, it's as soon as everybody hears you play the drums, like, yo, you want to be on my project? Yeah. Like
exactly
immediately.
right. Yeah,
Yeah, we
But it's valid. I mean, it's hard to come by, especially good ones. So there's a lot of them around here. A lot of good drummers. around
yeah.
here.
In this area, I've met amazing musicians. I did not know about like the PSL scene as far as that, because I'm
Yeah.
in West Palm. It's kind of, I don't know. It feels different. It just, I didn't realize it's more like to the cover scene. I know like Florida is like that in general. A lot of people like just do the cover band gigs, get paid, that kind of thing. But
Well, that's the annoying thing about this area is that like there is such like
Creative
an excess of talent and like artistic passion around here, but there's just nowhere to exercise it at all unless you're over the age of 50 or appealing to people over the age of 50.
Guys, we got to
So
create
it's
it.
like,
It's all we got to do. Set fire to the establishment and build it up anew.
yeah, like are we trying like who?
bars.
Yeah.
those
Yeah, like
bars.
nobody's trying to have like a rave and tradition, or something.
I am.
Illegal fucking pagoda rave.
right, there's
We should
no.
have one of those silent headphone raves in like town square of tradition.
With roller skates.
Like
Yeah.
kind of fire. Yeah.
That could kind of go crazy.
Roller skates can be there.
We need to petition the mayor of St. Lucie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not going to bother nobody. It's silent.
Roller skate silent discos in tradition now.
Okay.
They're just like,
He just immediately rolls over on it. Like, that's actually a pretty good idea.
He's like, we have the funds. Let's do it.
Yeah, they do. We give them something good to put their funds towards instead of putting more concrete in the fucking dirt.
For real.
You know, that seems to be all they know how to do
another
is
Publix.
spread concrete.
Yes.
Yeah.
we need another one.
We need soccer field in St. Lucie. Not to make this a politics episode, but does local politics count?
Not get
Local
political.
politics count.
I think
Local
no, I
politics.
think that's a
That's where
funnier
you start,
topic.
man. That's where
Yeah,
you start.
no, that's what people should be talking about is their local shit. Anything beyond that is a psyop.
We got to draw attention to the St. Lucie County.
Fair. Yeah, we really do. Bring
Why
back
are
the
they
arts.
still working on this road?
Why are they still working why are they working on all the roads still?
For real?
Why? They're working on the wrong ones, too.
Bruh, you can't be trying to build a soccer field and still working on the roads.
And do you like not for anything? Like, let me just be straight with you. Do you know how easy it is to launder money through a good music venue? Like I know, like
wink.
I understand. Like the meta right now is construction. You know, that's what Jacksonville, Orlando, all these cities are really leaning on, like the construction meta for making all their money go away. But like a good club, look at Miami. They got dozens of them. You can learn a thing or two. I think, you know, we got Brightline here. You know, we can just, you know, didn't hear it from me. Don't talk to me about it. But you know, I might.
Let's make
I'm
a
just
club.
saying.
That's a great idea.
Let's make
Yeah.
a club in a train car on the rails.
A venue at the Brightline station.
Yeah.
The Brightline
Live
nightclub.
at Brightline. Yeah.
Yeah, that
We call it the line in.
the line in. Oh my god. No.
Patent
Line
it,
in?
Get it. Copyright it. Lock it in.
Get the domain.
That's
Sounds
no,
fire.
that seems to be the one bit weird thing about Florida is like all these big cities like on like all over the United States have like pop-ups, warehouse shows, house parties, venues, like actual venues with like live sound and everything. It's like Florida's suffering really bad, really badly. There's no like community for the youth to like go and like exercise.
Yeah,
their artistic
outside
ability.
of these very particular like urban hotspots where most of them are priced out of it anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, but yeah.
All the retirees have taken over.
Yeah, well, they're all going to die within the next decade or so. So hopefully by then, you know, hopefully the Gen Xers that replace them aren't as square, you know.
I want to be
Hit to
more
be
nuanced
square.
about this because I want to say there are places to exercise talent and play music and stuff. It's just a matter of the speed and your willingness and how much you want to be like leveling up and showing it to more people, because then that's where you're gatekept by very specific places allowing you to play.
foundations.
Right. That's what I'm like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People, old heads, like the places that you can be seen by a bigger audience and branch out more. There
Exactly.
are underground, just local places to play in general,
No doubt.
but to like grow bigger, yeah,
There's no
it's hard.
there's no structure
Yeah.
here for a developing artists to develop.
Yeah.
And that's not what it was structured for originally. It was structured for old people to retire and spend all their money retiring here and golfing. So that's what we got. We got golf courses, guys. Let's go to the golf course.
Let's have some
Start a
shows.
rave. Rave at the golf course.
Have some shows on the green. Yeah, man.
Perfect.
That'd be so cool.
They love that.
That's actually a great idea.
No, it's not. They would have a fit.
No.
All these
would be arrested.
fuck all these wooks crushing up my green. Bro, they see
Setting
They're gonna
up tents
taking it from
and
the ground and
canopies.
smoking it.
Dog, no, they keep such like crazy uniform care of the grass of those.
I knew a
If they
guy
had a
who-
rave on there, whoever had to
Yeah, you
maintain
have
the
to
grass
work
on that field the next day would have
Danielle worked
a
at
hemorrhage.
I did. Well, I did
at
work
one?
at a country club. Yeah, I did.
I knew a guy who was part of the team that took care of the course, and he would talk about how like he kind of liked the job a lot, actually, because he was up mad early and done with his day mad early, just
nice.
as part of like getting it done so people can actually play on it later in the day. But yeah, it was very. I remember him talking about how very like meticulous they had to be to like maintain it, like make it like beautify it, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, why are we talking about golf course?
Because that's all there is to do here.
That's all there is.
They're in the
That's the
way.
issue. That's the issue,
Let's
definitely.
go to Pop Stroke.
Hey.
Yeah.
Do you play golf?
Good man.
Anyone here play golf?
No.
I have
Putt.
played golf.
Like putt. My mom really likes putt golf.
Apparently,
mini
it's
golf
making a huge
sometimes.
comeback
Mini golf is okay.
because of the those like driving ranges that are popping
Yeah.
up. Apparently, that became like a huge thing with like younger people over COVID, and they're popping up all over the place now. And it's kind of like replacing the old guard of like big green golf.
I mean, like, shout out Gunner and Cody and Gage. Like, I know they and other friends that they associate with, they go to like Pop Stroke and Top Golf. No, not Pop Stroke. Pop Stroke is different, but Top Golf and places of the like that have the, you know, the ranges and stuff, or the virtual range.
Yeah.
Oh, they have those too. Yeah. Like
Pop
have like
Stroke is kind
the
of
beer gardens
I
and
thought
stuff.
Pop Stroke was kind of whack. I did go there once and played, and it's, you think, or I thought
I've never been.
it was either going to be driving range or like mini golf. But it's kind of this in between where it's like really boring because it's like a golf, it's a course that has no it's just green. It's not like a far drive that you have to hit, and there's no like gimmick or anything to it. It's literally just an open space where you start here and the hole's here.
Okay.
Like it was like
Yeah, that does
the
sound
only
kinda
like
boring.
challenge to it was elevation. That was essentially it. Which I mean that is a challenge still for golf, but I mean it's not. I thought it was kind of boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't it.
It ain't it.
Guys, go karting instead.
Go karting.
Remember 76 Golf World though?
Rest in
that?
peace. I was thinking that the entire time you were just talking. I'm like,
I don't know
bro,
what that is.
This was a mini golf place. It had 2 courses and it had go-karts and it had
a full
a
arcade.
big arcade. They had really good churros. What else? They had it was like just a entertainment. They had
Around here?
It's
where
on
was it?
Canner
Yeah.
and Stewart.
Interesting.
76 Golf
This
World.
it's shut down now. This was a thing. that was
Getting
around
replaced
when
with
I
like
was growing up.
a Del Taco.
I feel like I've been there.
Really?
Literally, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
They had I remember every time I went there was this like big like gyroscope type ride that was always either closed or shut down that I never got to I probably wouldn't have tried
Was
it
it like a
anyway. I was little
Gravitron or
pussy.
something?
I don't think
No,
you
not
should.
like a Gravitron. What?
I said I don't think you should if it's
No.
always shut down.
It's what it's
Yeah.
like. It's like the thing that you see in cartoons almost, where you're in the center and it's like this gyroscope thing that's turning in multiple directions, and you're in the center of it,
yeah.
going like this.
Oh, you're catching G's and like
Yeah, it was like
freaking out.
I feel like I have a visual of a scene
Someone
from King
probably
of the Hill.
pissed shit and threw up all at once in there.
I'm just getting flipped
And
around.
that's why it's just closed permanently.
They got bro. If they have one incident like that, if I was the guy like working the machine, I'd be like, I'm not showing up for work tomorrow, bro. They have a hard time hiring someone to like maintain that thing, probably cleaning up all the kid shit and vomit.
Yeah, I wouldn't clean that.
No.
I'd quit. Find a new job.
Everyone
around, that
just
shit would be launching
keeps
everywhere.
quitting. It never gets clean.
Yeah. Just
It's like 8 kids go off in
Yeah.
there.
the mess
Once.
is just left there.
Shout out the iconic 76 Golf World shit Dynamo.
Shit, Dynamo.
See, yeah.
That's what it's called now.
Yeah.
I hope it's still there at the Del Taco.
And nobody
monument now?
They didn't want to clean it still.
Get the 5P combo and
one's
survive
touching
the
it.
shit Dynamo, and you get a free meal.
Oh, that's amazing. They should put a plaque on it and stuff. Like it's like a local like
Heritage
landmark.
site.
Heritage site. Yeah. Exactly. Build a community center there next to it.
Shit Dynamo Community Center. Very fitting for the area.
Where the next silent rave is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's our
silent but deadly
venue.
rave.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to VSL, where you can go to Shit Dynamo Music Hall.
Oh man, I remember growing up really being tickled by when I discovered that it might have already been a thing, but I remember they were advertising it as a particular new thing on Urban Dictionary, where you look up like cities and people will put like descriptions of different cities and towns, and looking up the ones for Port St. Lucie was very funny.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
You see that now on like rails. People will like clown each county and stuff. You know, like
Oh, yeah.
Florida. they'll make a
I love
Oh, yeah.
this.
weird little thing about it.
Like that one AI Sasquatch guy.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
sent me the other. Oh, you know what I'm
That
talking about?
specifically.
Yeah. Yep.
I never show that.
I do not
No.
stand by AI, by the way.
Neither.
I
All the
I don't
homies
either.
hate
don't like
AI.
AI art.
Okay. How do you feel about the like plugins and stuff?
I don't know.
As a tool.
I think AI as a particular tool can make sense, can have its place when like used appropriately, but to just create a finished product in one go, I don't really click. I don't really like that. I don't really click with that.
Exactly,
But
yeah.
if you use AI, I've said this a bunch of times on the podcast. Like every time we've talked about this a lot.
Oh shoot.
But
yeah.
no, we can. I want to
AI
get your
is
unique,
a hot topic.
yeah, I want to get your
so-
unique perspective. But my perspective is if it's you use AI as one element of a tool to create a broader thing, I'm not mad at that. That's just like you're using the tools at your disposal and you're doing it in a creative way,
Right.
you know, because it, you know, it's still
As
part
far
of
as the
process.
end user is concerned, that's not really much different from using a preset on like
Exactly.
a plugin or
Sure.
something.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. But then just enter a prompt, click generate, and then it's done, and that's the thing.
Beyond any discussion of the ethics of utilizing the technology at all and how they trained it and all that, like that's why I say that the end user is concerned. It's pretty much the same. It's covering the same bases as like buying a VST or any kind of plugin, and then just like going through and finding the sounds that sound good.
And I feel like it's hard to like faithfully complain about AI when when like in my case using like video and audio software all the time, mostly video all the time, and I just know somewhere in the different tools I'm using, they absolutely incorporated AI somewhere that I probably just am not aware of, but it's still like an inherent tool that I need to use.
Yeah.
So like it's still part of my workflow, whether I like it or not, in some capacity.
It's going to be incorporated regardless. Yeah.
My concerns with AI is the regulations on them and the safety of our electricity bills more so. Like
Right,
The
the-
economy aspect. I don't want it to become something where it's like we got all this AI now, but we got more land being used up and rent is higher because electricity is higher, so tax is higher or something. I don't know. I don't want to be paying more because AI isn't everything.
yeah.
I don't want AI tax. And I don't want AI destroying stuff either. So that's
Environmental
also,
side
yeah,
effects.
But I think
Yeah.
people are
things.
way more rapidly than usual catching on to how like manufactured the consent is for AI so far and how nobody seems to want it, or not anywhere near as many people seem to want it or have a use for it as would be necessary for it to like take over in the same way as the internet did back in the day, at least for now.
Yeah.
You know? And so it's like, to that end, it's like this doesn't serve the common man at all. So why are all of the world's resources being poured into developing this thing that isn't serving literally anybody besides like
I
Very,
go back
a
to
very small group of people?
I go back to my point where I think it's just going to keep encroaching into more and more things to the point where you can't avoid it, whether you
But to
want
what
to
end?
or not.
To what end? Like what? Like what
Well,
do we need AI in everything? Like most,
not in
because that's the thing.
everything,
A lot of the things that
but-
AI has gotten into, people avoid them. Like people actively avoid products with AI features because it makes it more awkward and shitty.
Right.
Almost
Until
every
it
time.
doesn't.
That's why I say yet. Yeah, but
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
if it keeps on going like this, it's going to have a similar, effect that,
Right. People are fighting back. It's like you need like help on a software or something. So you hit up the tech service or whatever. And then you're dealing with AI and it's like, no, get me on the phone with someone, please. Like,
I will say I'm slightly thankful for more often than not now, more often than I would expect when I'm on one of those phone menus with an AI, if I just tell them I want a person, I've been surprised that more often than not, they actually say, okay, I'll get you with somebody, and I get to somebody. But sometimes it takes a while, but it does happen. Like growing up, I remember that being a thing where people would complain, like when they started using even not the AI, but just the normal automated like menu thing for like customer support.
Yeah.
It would take like 6 hours because they wouldn't connect you to somebody. You'd have to go through this menu and blah, 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 and it'd be annoying as fuck.
Press 1 for, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I don't know if that's everybody's experience, but I've been surprised that I've actually connected with people more often.
I will say that is
had
one
the same?
blessing of technology. I feel like is the automated systems are starting to like be done away with, and now it's like a little easier to reach people when calling like companies and actually talking to an actual person.
Yeah.
But
I haven't noticed that at all.
noticed
But I
that.
guess you guys just got the better customer service experiences than I.
it just depends on the companies, I suppose.
I also think just on this very specific topic, this applies to both AI and just non-AI automated things. So they have their place because they're good at just like filtering out like the easy shit, you know, in like a phone call scenario, someone's calling support. Like there is that like handful of people that just need to be told, turn it off and on again.
Yeah.
And an AI can just do that. You tell them that and it takes care of the problem. Sometimes you need somebody to actually talk to somebody, but
Yeah.
I think it's good to have some like a balance of both.
I feel like we need to find out how to put the AI underwater
Or in space.
or in space.
Beam the data to us that we need
yeah.
from it. Put the data
That works
centers
for me.
in space. Actually, let's not do that because that's more space like junk.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of space.
But
We
I
don't
also
need space. We don't need sentient space junk.
But I also think
that's-
in the water
I
might be
need
worse.
sentient space junk.
Sentient
Someone
space
does.
junk. That sounds like an album title.
Bruh, that sounds like what might have happened in Arc Raiders.
Good game out here. Anyway,
like it.
you're saying?
I don't know what's worse, like putting it in space or putting it in the water. Actually, I feel like both are a slippery slope of just polluting either environment.
Yeah.
Aliens from the space, from the water, or from the other dimensions.
So we got to put the computers in a different dimension, like they did in Halo. Like
I'm asking. That's a
Forerunner
question.
did that.
That's a question.
I'm
Where-
saying put it in another dimension so it doesn't. We don't have to worry about it.
Do we have to pick one?
Apparently we
Where are they from?
I don't care.
Where are the aliens from? Is what I'm asking.
I don't care. It's not my dimension to worry about.
Yeah.
Answer
What-
the question.
I guess, yeah,
argue
no,
with
that's,
That's that thinking.
I,
That,
I can, but I don't think I want to.
If we could figure out how to put our data centers into another dimension, I'm all for that.
Well, I think that's what quantum
quantum
computing
and
is.
that pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're
That's
right.
literally what that is, from what I
Well,
understand.
yeah, but we still have the physical tech is still here.
You hear that they're actually selling like consumer grade quantum computers now?
How? I'm not.
China figured it shit out. They're selling them to like consumer grade, as in used for like research and like, you know, they're still like
So
millions
as our
of
guest,
dollars.
you're an
but-
expert on all things China and AI, correct? So can you explain this to us?
Yeah. What are your
why we brought
opinions
you
on? What are your opinions on China's
why we
impact
invited
on
you.
AI?
That's the main reason you're here today.
The album has been an amazing experience of 7 songs, and I think you can reach all kinds of dimensions in each kind of song.
I agree. Okay, so to get back to the music though, actually, I was genuinely trying to figure out like what the best word for it is, but the album to me felt almost kind of somber throughout in some ways.
Sure.
Like, I don't want to say cynical or dark, but it felt like cautionary. You know what I mean? Like, or at least the
Yeah.
first few
Cautionary
songs.
tale.
Sure.
It felt like folky, but like a warning or like matter of fact. Like it felt like this is what's happening.
Yeah,
This is what- this is
I'm
what's
not.
going on.
I'm not one to like tell people what to do, but I mean, like, I have very strong opinions on things.
That's fine.
So it's like if I can, like, speak that into existence and just get people to like kind of understand where I'm coming from. I think it's a very personal album in that aspect.
So that was what my question was going to be. Was that like tone was intentional, or was that just what was kind of coming out?
It's just how I am, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like to anything, I'm kind of like cautious and like, I don't know. It's, yeah. Sorry. I'm like,
We did a really hard 180 on the top.
Yeah,
No,
that's
literally,
fine.
I'm still like on the quantum entanglement.
It's okay.
These still quantum
I haven't
entangled.
figured that out yet. So once I do, I can give you a straight answer. No. Yeah, there's a somber tone to it. I think that's just how I. No. I think
I'm
that's
hesitant to even use the word somber because that's like close to what I think, but like not exactly the word I want to use.
well, like in the media I consume and like the way I see things. It is kind of like somber. It is kind of like
Ominous?
hopeless, nihilist, ominous. It's there, but at the end of it, like I do have a lot of hope in things, and like that things will get better. Things
Melancholy.
melancholy. Yeah. It's just like there's a silver lining in everything, and so like that's what I hope to like portray, even with like the tone of the album, like the lyrics I use. Like I just hope that you like people see hope in that, and it's like either a call to action or just like just think for yourself kind of thing,
Fair enough. What out of all the tracks on your album, which one would you say is, I don't want to say necessarily your favorite, but probably the one that like I guess means the most to you, like or that has like the most meaning that you're trying to get across in that way?
Yeah, I mean, I think the more on the nose one is A Land Soon to Fall, because it's like it's in the title, it's like there's a lot of things that everyone feels passionate about, but like the powers that be are just like not letting anyone get a grip on themselves or anything.
Yeah,
but,
no, I'll be honest. I when I was listening to that song in particular really resonated with where my head's been at recently.
Yeah,
so I definitely understand that.
Well, thank you. No, and then I think just like on a like personal level, like songwriter, just because that's like more so like my voice, my attempt at like doing this thing. Finally,
That's my favorite record on the album.
Songwriter,
And a pain or a string.
unironic, like completely seriously. I was like kind of doing chores while I was listening to the album.
Yeah.
And when I listened to the song, I had to check which song it was to remember specifically, because that one gave me like soundtrack vibe for a minute. Like it made me think of like, this is something I would license for like an indie movie. I don't know why.
Cool. Yeah.
I got that.
I think it's
from
like
it.
theatrical in that sense. It's presented that way.
It's definitely like a standout single on the record.
Yeah, I put A Land Soon to Fall just because it's like that one's like get it in your face kind of thing. But Songwriters is my oldest song on the album, and
Really?
Yeah, and I had figured that song out like exactly what I wanted with my buddy.
What made you go with the theatrical style?
I don't know, and that's kind of where like I don't like to get boxed into anything. There wasn't like a specific like album or song or like person I thought of when I'm like, hey, this is the sound I want to get. It was like here are the tools at my disposal. It's like I have an organ, I have a guitar. What else can I do? It's like let's get a solo in there. Let's put piano on it. It's like I just put all these elements together and it came out very much that way. I don't know much about theories to like get like those kind of elements being like, oh, I want a sad song, so I have to use these set of chords or whatever. But it just all came together that way, and I think it's like a very powerful track because of that. It's like one of the more intense like
Had the most time to like really flesh or be fleshed out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Are all of these? I recognize one of them from the open mic you came to, but were the other ones all things you've performed a bunch like live also, or?
Yeah, pretty much every song on there I've performed out live at least once. Sucker for Life is the newest track on there. And that one was a lot of fun because I got to like lean a bit more into like the country side of things, what I've been like listening to a lot recently. And yeah, it's just been like such a fun process because like I have this vision and like all of these moving parts and like the people who are on it, they just like completely not changed it, but like gave their elements to it, and it just like it feels bigger than like what I came with,
And that's always something that's part of what lends itself that or what lends it that organic quality. And that's something that I really appreciate, like with music, especially modern day music. 'Cause I feel like a lot of that's lost with a lot of how modern music is produced at all levels.
Right.
With so much of it being in the box or being made by like a single person. It's really interesting to see like when one person can bring together a bunch of disparate talents together on like one vision.
Yeah.
You know, it really gives it like a whole nother level of dimensionality to it that, you know.
Right. I'm not trying to do the formulaic approach to like get this like sound or the song.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, and that's like to songwriter, like the lyrics and everything. It's like, I'm not doing anything new. It's just, it just got all these elements involved and it made something that I think is like unique in itself. It's probably been done before, but
Not by you though.
not by me. No.
Mm-hmm.
So
And that's what, like, back to the AI thing, even it's like, that's like kind of the argument people make. It's like, oh, but the way you put in a prompt is different than what I did or whatever. So it's like, it's still up to the user and to like music. And it's like, I'll never have your mind on things or whatever. And it's like, whatever you create, I can try and replicate, but I'll never be able to achieve it.
It like it does its best to get rid of one of the things that makes music appealing in the first place, which is its ability to build connections between people, either through the art with people that don't make it or between the people that do make it to achieve a grander vision, which I feel is like so much of the appeal of being an artist, you know, is kind of like building that team. You know, once you get to a point where you're making your own thing, you know, or at a certain level of skill, being able to work with other people and like developing things that are grander than greater than the sum of their own parts, you know. And it's yeah, I guess that going back to what we were talking about before, that's probably the biggest issue, or a big issue around here too, is because there's not a lot of that either. You know, a lot
of something being greater than some of its parts.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's a lot of
not to
disparate
shade
parts.
anybody in particular, but I do feel like there's a lot of collaborating that happens that doesn't go anywhere or doesn't result in much, like does not spark joy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know, that doesn't feel like there was a lot of either effort or like spirit put into it.
not to say that there is none. There's a lot.
There is some.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking all of our friendly and lovely local talent.
Fuck the scene, bro.
I'm just saying that sometimes I feel like sometimes people like collaborate just because they feel like they need to, and this person does a similar thing to me, so it makes sense. Not because they actually like click on a vision.
And that's the weird thing. It's like either you're fully collaborative and you're like open to each other's like way of doing things to make something just greater than like yourself, or you have that like vision that is just so ingrained in a single person that it's like attractive for people to follow. And it's like, then you can really like spearhead something by being that like visionary in the process.
The shonen protagonist syndrome. Yeah, non-anime listener. I'm like,
Speaking of anime, do you like any anime?
I don't. So many people have tried, and maybe one day, but
One of these days we'll get them, guys.
have to sit me down here and get me on an anime.
Guys, we need to GoFundMe for getting Derit to watch anime.
Join the members only on ghostontheaux.com. We don't have any members only.
How did you get your name? Podcast.
So long story short, I was looking to do a podcast, and I had done a couple before, but I wanted to like do a brand new thing, create like an image brand. And I thought of my friend Kevin and I. He also produces music, and we kind of knew that because we weren't like, this was like really prime time for podcasts popping off too.
Yeah.
2020. And we knew that we weren't like celebrities. We weren't like comedians or blah, blah, blah. So we won't draw an audience immediately. So we felt like we couldn't do just a general podcast about anything. We wanted to find a niche, something that was like specific to like focus around.
Yeah.
And we're focusing on music and paranormal. the paranormal stuff, aliens, even just like cryptids, just like anything of that nature of like supernatural, blah blah blah. And we didn't have a name for it for the longest time. We were trying to figure out what to even call it because we wanted something that was relating to those topics, but didn't completely put us in a box.
Yeah.
So that where we like felt obligated to only talk about specifically that all the time. We wanted some flexibility. So what happened is Kevin and I are every time I'd go to his house to like smoke and hang out and whatever, we would be messing around with this stupid like app that was supposedly like a ghost like radar thing, and it would do different things. Like it would have different settings. Like it would either write. It would supposedly detect like the the terminology of like
The EMF.
Yes, EMF.
Okay.
And it would like translate it into either speech or text to like try to like, oh, the spirits are like saying these things, right? We didn't really like fully take it serious. I still don't, but it was funny. It was fun. We would just have it. It would be running on my friend's phone, just like in the background while we're chilling. And so one time we're listening to music and he's using a, Amazon Alexa in the garage, and we were telling it, oh, play this, play that. And then we're like, I wonder what the spirits want to listen to.
Okay.
And then we like asked like the ghosts, like, what do they want to put on? And then like a second later, it said something. And honestly, what it said, I can't remember. It's not even like relevant, but it said something. And then I said, yo, the ghost is on the aux right now. When you pass someone the aux, they're on the aux.
Oh.
It's very clever, actually.
And then it was born.
That's some deep
And then
lore.
that was that immediately. Like
He
I'm
said
not
the
even
thing.
kidding. Immediately,
And
I was like,
the
"That's the name."
And that's the
He
long
said the
story
title.
short. You should wait. You should hear
That's-
it.
yeah,
you should hear
the long
director's
version.
cut of that, man.
The director's.
Bro, the part where he and the ghost get into like a Family Guy chicken fight, bro.
Yeah, cut that for time.
That gives us the perfect segue of your ghost stories. You got any paranormal stories? Got any ghost stuff going on?
Are you wrapping
in
it
your
up?
life?
That's normally
was-
like
Usually, that's
No.
the end topic.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I had this question actually the other day. Someone asked me, and I was like, not really, but there was a time when I was on the road recently. I took a road trip out west, and on the way back, I couldn't sleep, and so I was just going to drive through the night. And I was in like literally the middle of nowhere, Missouri. And I was like going up and down these hills, and I was like alone on the road. And there was this is funny. Like it was like these hills, like you go up and down, and I just had like my headlights to see. And then I go over this hill, and in front of me is like this old like brown car. I don't know, like it's just a classic like brown car, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. I was like, just he's out here late, I'm out here late, whatever. And I'm like following him because it's like really foggy and I can't really see anything. And
Is this like some like 50s Yeehaw mobile type car, or
yeah, it's not like a Model T, but it's like it's it's some kind of like
an old
old
Buick or something.
something like that. And I'm just following it, and I realize it doesn't. I'm following it because like I can barely see the road, and I'm like, okay, I gotta. He looks like he knows where he's going, so I'm following him. And
He doesn't know the blind leading the blind.
yeah, the blind
famous last words. Looks like he knows where he's going.
he didn't have a plate, or it didn't have a plate. So I was like, whatever, like just old cars, maybe
my
they're
business.
just moving this thing. And I'm going, and it goes over the hill, and then I go over and I see him again. He's at the bottom of it, and he goes over, and then I go over, and then he goes over, and then I go over, and then it's just gone. And there's like no like driveways or any kind of like offshoot roads. It was just like a straight shot, like through whatever.
Like open
Yeah.
foliage, like was there like trees and stuff? Or
There were
was it
some
just
trees,
open?
but it was just mostly like farmland, I guess.
Okay.
So and then in my head, I was like, what was that?
That's spooky.
So that's my
is-
one ghost story.
It's a good one.
I don't know where he went.
Probably the most believable one
Probably
yet.
following you still.
He's following me?
Probably.
Go to your car.
How often do you check your reviews like when you're driving around at night?
Oh, I don't, man. I should.
Hey, objects in mirror are closer,
Are
than,
closer
they appear.
than they appear, dog. You gotta,
It's
So
true.
watch out.
I got a spirit entangled with
bro.
me.
We got the devil. We got the devil tree here in St. Lucie, bro.
Yeah.
I'll
That's the
bring it
title
in.
of the horror movie, though. objects in the mirror are closer than they appear.
Yeah.
Blumhouse, get on it.
Did you? I think you guys were talking about this like right at the very beginning before we started. But where are you from again?
West Palm Beach, Loxahatchee.
Okay. Yeah, I remember. Okay. Are you aware of the DevilTree?
Yes, I've actually been there. I've
Really?
Yeah, I know a little bit of the lore.
Man, I've been to the DevilTree a couple times, and I went there recently with Danielle to try take her to see the tree that I thought might be the real DevilTree. Because every time I went to the DevilTree, it don't seem like it ain't nothing. It's just a tree.
I want to see that because I have heard of that, the actual DevilTree.
I don't know where the
Satan
hell
tree.
it was, but I walked over somewhere in further into the woods. This was like a few years ago, so I don't remember. And it seemed like just a natural pathway the way I got there, but I tried to follow the natural pathways with Danielle and I couldn't get there. And it was just like one tree and it was just like a bunch of leaves, maybe some like low grass around it. It was pretty like empty space around this tree, but it was just a sole tree and it just felt like weird energy. I've never felt anything
Menacing.
like that. It just felt like I shouldn't be there.
I'm not completely opposed to like the supernatural. I am just a very skeptical person.
I'm skeptical too.
And so
when that happened, I was like, oh.
well, when it comes to situations like that though, I have to wonder, like, do people get that aura and that feeling because they know the backstory and that influences them subconsciously?
I didn't know the backstory
or is there something present?
I didn't know anything about the backstory like that. I just knew it was called the DevilTree, and I was told the other tree was the DevilTree. So I was thinking that was the DevilTree. I just happened to walk over to this area, and like in this section, it just felt like the energy felt
Devilish.
dreadful.
You got like a really bad vibe.
Yeah, it
there.
felt like I don't want to be here. And so I was just like, we should just carefully get out of here. And that's how I left.
Don't tear up any roots on the way out. Don't disturb the tree spirits.
Yeah. I don't play games with that.
No.
But I did try to find it again just to show Danielle. So maybe I did try to play with it at the same time. I didn't find it though.
Yeah.
a believer.
You want to see this really cool, horrible, eldritch like terror area that I found?
You want to feel
So-
this dreadful energy that I
You want to go in the?
Actually-
Do you want
You
to
want to come and see the tree of inexplicable dread with me?
Cute date idea.
Yeah. Come and visit the tree of inexplicable dread.
Yo, that sounds like a
That's how you know you found a real
Ride or die.
I went to that park when I visited Port St. Lucie before I moved.
Okay, Mick.
I went there to smoke. I had no idea what it was, but like walking into the woods, I was like, this feels weird.
Really?
So I'll say that.
It is a weird.
And I am
spot.
like, I have ghost stories and stuff, so I would be someone that believes in this type of thing.
I'm a skeptic though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a skeptic too. It's just when weird stuff happens, it is just weird. You know,
is.
it's like
It's unexplained.
The reason I'm skeptical is not because of a lack of belief, because I actually do believe partially and I'm open to a lot of supernatural things, but I also simultaneously understand that there is so many factors in the universe at play that can trick the mind,
There are a lot
that
of
are not supernatural things that we just are not aware of.
a lot of natural phenomenon of shit that we are aware of that still people interpret as supernatural activity.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like things that trick your mind, your emotions, whatever, into thinking this is something more than it is. So I'm open. I think both are real. So, but I've never experienced any crazy, like any spooky supernatural things myself. Not
we
of
gotta
like
go ghost hunting on the ox.
Yeah.
Yes.
do it. Do you like the what is it?
that is what that was the
Series.
original.
Yep. Dibs on Van Bitch.
I sit there with the,
Because you're the first
radar.
one out of there.
Yeah.
If something goes south.
As soon as I hear a scream on the walkie-talkies, it's detach feet and drive off. You
Kill
guys-
feed and leave.
Yeah.
What's that one game? There's that ghost hunting game.
Phasmophobia.
Yeah,
Yep.
Phasmophobia.
No, ghost hunting, or not really ghost hunting, but like
You're gonna get them.
haunted location exploration
Yeah.
is something I did originally intend to do with Ghost on the Ox, and I haven't gotten around to it, but it'll happen. Members
these
section, ghostontheaux.com, make it happen.
This one guy that I've been seeing on the gram recently, I think it's like Noah versus Paranormal. What?
Sorry.
No, you're good.
There's a few places. I'll say a few places, but
His whole shtick is that he just has this like one of those big light up like roller JBL like party speakers, and he'll just go into like abandoned asylums and like
he'll play like
hospitals.
Fetty Wap and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Playing Fetty Wap for the spirits, you know, and
yes.
I've seen that.
jams out. And I have no reason to believe any of these videos are real, just especially based on because he will just like turn his camera around and be like, what is that? And just like scream and shit like every so often. But it's the gimmick is just so good that it doesn't even matter if it's real. Yeah, just him blasting Runaway, you know, or he did a Rickroll in an asylum.
That's great.
The other day, you know. It's just such a hilarious bit just thinking about being these ghosts that are just there while this fucking corked up white boy with his JBL speakers blasting Fetty Wap and fucking hitting the gritty, and you're just like, what? Leave.
What are the ghosts?
Yeah. Who invited this kid?
Yeah, get out of here.
Afraid.
Scooch's chair, you know.
Scare him.
Yeah, exactly. Where did this kid spawn in from?
There is a few spots that I had on the list. Deviltry was gonna be one of them, but at this point, I feel like it's like over talked about. So it's kind of like
Yeah.
I feel like it's like we can still do it as like the obligatory Deviltry thing, you know. But I think it's like overplayed. It's like over talked about at this point. So it's like
gotta
what more?
build up to it.
What could we add to it? You know. But the other two that I was interested in was the I-4 Dead Zone, and I forget where it is, but there was like an abandoned like condo or something somewhere. I think in Stewart or Jensen, somewhere like on the beachside, right? And I remember people talking about it being like haunted and creepy and stuff. I don't really remember where it was, but that was one place. The I-4 Dead Zone in particular is a little freaky because it's, to be fair, it's probably just a dead zone that's in between two towers and there's no signal. But, you know, the whole like story about it is like somebody like killed their family or something and they were buried there, and then they paved the roadway over like their graves or whatever. And then so their spirits like linger there, and people talked
And
about
disrupt
like
and disrupt the airwaves.
people like talk about having they drop signal on their phones and people like break down, and a lot of accidents happen in this region. So yeah, there was like a, you know, a mythos around it for that. Wanted to go check that out, but it's on a literal highway, so it'd be kind of hard to like
Stop.
Well, you say
to like check anything out.
You say a bunch of people mentioned the Devil's Tree and like have talked about it before, and I know we brought it up a bunch on this podcast, but what have people like really made videos on it or like talked about it a lot?
I'm sure. I remember
Is it
reading.
just because like you're local?
Like how much
Actually made a video.
I mean, that's a fair point. Maybe it's just that I'm local, so like I always hear about it.
It's like
But
everyone
I feel like growing up, I also found out about it through other sources that were already covering it. Like I read about it in a book somewhere. I read it like in a Florida Oddities, like one of those type of weird, bizarre like things. I feel like I've seen. I couldn't like name a video, but I feel like I've seen content around it before. So, but maybe it's not as known as I think it is. Maybe it's still worth doing. I don't know.
I've only ever been there like 3 times, 4 maybe.
I've only been there maybe twice.
So
But I didn't really feel weird either time that I went there.
I hear on the 6th time. That's when it gets you.
yeah.
That's when
That's when it
starts.
kicks
I
in.
hear in the middle of the night
evil.
at the 6th hour. That's when it gets,
The middle of the night at the 6th hour. So 6 a.m.?
maybe. I don't know. I don't know that
7:06.
Go at 3 a.m.
V666 if there were more than 60 seconds in a minute.
time. Oh no.
7:06, the devil's minute.
The devil's minute.
Cow.
The devil's minute.
That's when he busts.
Hey, girl.
Last the max
You
of
want,
7 minutes.
can I
and
give you a
6
devil's
seconds.
minute?
Oh God.
That's a sinful minute.
So
Sinful 60
seven
seconds.
in heaven is a devil's minute.
Devil only needs a minute. That's. I feel like it's gonna be the title of this episode now.
The devil only needs a minute.
Devil's minute.
It's true.
So yeah, what other kind of like sounds and like instruments, like what other kind of things musically are you looking to play around with more, experiment with, or
And where do you plan to go from here?
yeah, like what's? I'm not trying to say like rush you into like what's next, but just like what's
Yeah, I'm gonna sign with the label and I'm gonna blow up, make it big. No.
Act like I don't know nobody.
Sell my soul. No. What's it called? Yeah, no, I'm in a couple projects. My main one, Mount Sinai. That's a local psychedelic band. We did a lot of really cool stuff. We plan to do a little bit more with it, but some of the other projects I'm in, Kenny Mo. She's a local folk artist, more like alternative rock. Really cool sound. I'm playing drums in her band. I've got this other singer-songwriter, Jeremy Sousa. He's awesome. He used to be in this old hardcore band, and now he's gone solo, and he's like more performative, theatrics, like bass. But he has like this insane energy, and it's like I'm playing guitar in that band, so I'm like super stoked on those two projects. I'm in this other psychedelic band called Mycadelic Jam Band. Like it's his solo project, so we just like hop on and like play those songs out.
Are these all live playing bands, or are these some of these like just
These
recording? And
these ones are live.
Okay.
Are live. I'm usually like on tour, playing shows out with them and stuff. And then obviously my solo stuff, I just want to take it as far as I can. So I'm trying to book it out and make most of my time and year and songwrite, but also like play like the album out, maybe do a full band. Like I'm usually doing these solo. I have the resources to like get a band together. It's just a matter of like if I really want that or not at this stage, you know? Yeah.
Have you
Fair.
any gigs coming for this year? Like to wrap it up.
For this year,
January even.
Nothing set in stone yet. I actually just got hit up today about potential gigs. Yeah, do some potential gigs. I that's probably mostly next year though.
New
Yeah, I think the holidays that'll be my resolution is just play out more. So yeah.
What are you gonna do for the holidays? What's your plans for the Christmas? If you celebrate the Christmas,
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna enjoy it with family.
Okay.
I like stay at home, open some gifts.
The classic.
You cook?
Do I cook?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call myself a cook, but I can, I guess. I cook for myself.
So the answer is
kind of thing.
no, not really.
No.
When I ask that question, I expect people who say yes to be like the ones who are like cooking for people and like ready, like excited, like, oh yeah, I want to cook you this. This is my favorite thing.
Yeah.
You're just
It's
you're
either
just like
you cook or you don't. Like you're either cooking or you're not.
Chicken, rice, you know, it's
Chicken,
like
rice.
Hey, that's a staple.
I lived off cooking. I could cook up some crazy chicken and rice.
Oh,
When
yeah?
I was living on my own up here.
Yeah.
That was my staple. Coconut rice in particular. Doing the rice cooker. Pro tip: rice cooker with like three parts coconut water, 1 part coconut milk, instead of just in water, but in like a regular rice cooker. That's the jam. And with any kind of like Cajun seasoned
you're giving away your secrets.
proteins. I mean,
he's sharing, bro.
I don't
Putting you on
gatekeep my
game.
culinary. I'm a big gatekeeper, but I don't gatekeep my culinary secrets. That's the people need the recipes nowadays. We're losing too many recipes for people to be holding on to them.
True.
But
Who makes the best food in your family?
Probably my mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is she?
Are
What's
you
your
afraid
favorite
she's
stuff?
watching this? Is that why you said that?
No. She's definitely gonna be watching this. Shout out to my mama. I love her to death. I love my parents.
Your mom's gonna send somebody else in your family like a clip of this, being like, "Ha, I told you."
Yeah, I am the good.
I am the cook, not you. Take that, mom. To your grandma.
Yeah. Oh no! He
You
opened
started
something
a war.
here. Yeah. Just before the holidays. When does this
Perfect
come
timing.
out?
No,
Like-
perfect, because then they're gonna both be competing and bringing extra food.
oh yeah, I'm gonna have like leftovers.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's strat, guys.
No, she
You
just
pit your family against each other around the holidays.
Yes, for more food. Antagonize your family.
Less eating, more arguing.
Yeah.
They're gonna argue anyway. Might as well be
Why
over
not
food.
start it?
Why not instigate it? I mean, what's the
Someone's going to do it.
what's the difference?
You can control the narrative.
That's the best part about sitting at the adult table is getting to instigate shit with your family.
do the yearly review at the end. You know,
Yeah.
It's like,
The recap.
oh Lord,
The family yearly wrapped.
Yeah.
how was
Like
your
Spotify.
rap this year? Does anyone have Spotify still?
Yeah, my wrapped was pretty lame. It was like, oh, you listen to the same 5 artists that you always listen to, but you haven't been listening as much,
That's what it said.
Yeah.
basically.
They wrote you a
Said
letter.
you haven't been using the app as much.
Well, I mean, the way I used it before, I was like one of the top users of the app, essentially. Like I was always having music playing. So now I don't use it the same. And so my top artists were like, I think Drake was up there. I don't even like Drake like that, but still a lot of Drake songs.
You say R.I.P.
Yeah.
Juice
He
WRLD.
died.
This your man's?
Who
crazy.
else? There's a couple people that I wasn't expecting to be up there. Dominic Fike and Childish Gambino was strangely lacking this year. I don't know. I actually don't remember what
In
the
your
other two
playlist and in
artists-
real life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a stroke.
Real?
Yeah, he had a stroke.
Oh, I did hear about. Yeah,
I did not know this. I take back what I said. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah. Careful.
you didn't.
Don't talk shit about
Dude,
Donald
if I knew that
Glover.
information, I would not have said that.
No, yeah, he had a stroke.
Good job.
Apparently, he announced that's why he had like canceled his tour early and stuff.
Damn.
So,
Well, good time for him to quit
I didn't
on
know he was
music, I
touring.
guess.
yeah,
I didn't know he was touring either. I thought he like stopped music like a couple years ago. I don't know.
he did Bando and the New World, and he was doing like I think there was like a movie that came out with the album or something like that, and yeah, that was like the last thing he's done really right now because of his stroke. But he recently came out and said he had a stroke, so nobody knew he had a stroke until recently.
That's crazy. He's young too. I mean,
Yeah,
not that young people can't get strokes, but it's just like not
I got stroke
Average.
the other day.
what.
What?
the Devil's Man.
The Devil's Minute.
Jesus Christ.
Y'all need a soundboard.
I mean, we do. I just don't
Yep.
set up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
Yep.
You're good.
Donald Glover, I wish you the best. I hope you're all right.
Get well
Yeah.
soon.
I don't use Spotify. I
Good man.
do. The podcast is available on Spotify, but I don't actually
Don't
use
listen to it there.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't.
I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but
I will.
he will.
I
They
am your dad, actually.
will. He could be.
Don't use Spotify.
He could be.
I use YouTube Music, and even then, I don't really listen to a ton of music in my spare time. I use it for other stuff, like for streams that I produce or for open mics and stuff when I play music in between things like that. So like I stream music, but so I stuff I listen like my YouTube, they started doing like a recap thing too. And I know the only stat that's really significant on there is that I'm like a top like 0.25% listener of Deadmau5.
Okay.
That's
Holy cow.
which I don't know if that only accounts for YouTube, which is probably a very even more narrow slice of like his audience.
listener,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So it's probably not that significant. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube has a recap thing too now for videos.
I still
Yeah,
need to
that
see
was
my
interesting.
YouTube recap.
That was a little terrifying.
YouTube is like I watch a lot of YouTube content or listen to a lot of YouTube. I don't listen to as much music as I should.
No, it's
To be
fine.
fair.
I mean, yeah, like you said, my Wrapped. I mean, I don't stand by Spotify. They keep upcharging me, and I know they're shady.
And not paying you out.
No,
That's
not paying
what
me
counts.
well.
Yep.
What's it called? But I mean, that was the other like thing I was surprised about myself was like, yeah, like comparatively to my other years, like my listening was way down. I mean, like minutes wise or whatever they like, you know, track it as. But yeah, just like I love music, but man, it's like to find the time now, like
listen.
to even like be in the mood to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. But it seems to be but I wonder if there's something to that, because that seems to be a very common sentiment. Because I feel the exact same way. I'm a musician, but I feel like, I figured that was just me getting old and idiosyncratic. But I'm not the only one that I've heard is having an issue, kind of engaging with music to the degree that they used to be able to.
Is it? Do you find this with newer music specifically, or is it just all?
Just kind of all. I mean, like mostly what I listen to in general is older stuff. It's been nice to like discover new artists and like newer things, but even so, like am I just getting old to where I'm just not like searching enough like I used to like really dig into like the underground weird niche corners of the internet, or is it just like something's up?
That's a big issue too, is that all the places that I used to go for my musical insights have all pretty much evaporated or have died. Like all the places
That's
online.
why we need to focus more inwardly on that local scene rather than online.
Yes.
I mean, online's
Shit
cool.
Dynamo.
Online is dope too. Thank you. New band coming to the local rec center. Shit Dynamo. No, but
Dynamo.
we gotta collectively embrace our local
scene.
musicians more.
Yes.
As far as listening and streaming and just whatever.
And supporting.
What does streaming really mean for anybody?
It doesn't mean anything. Don't
really
stream
doesn't.
their music. Go and watch them perform it live if you
them.
can.
Tip
Like,
them.
It's like no wonder people are bored with music. It's like it's just this guy made some new sounds that I get to click on and listen to.
Retired
Yeah.
Versus
Yeah, it's for convenience, but at this point, it's just
But if you've
so
got people-
muddled up. There's
So if you have people nearby who can actually perform for you, that ought to be like the biggest.
I also wonder if this will benefit other people the way it does for me. Is I find myself enjoying more variety and genres of music when I hear it live versus like recorded in my free time. Like there's a lot of stuff that I just would not seek out to listen to just normally, like for my own pleasure. But when I hear it live, and then maybe it's a bias, like even if, more particularly if it's people I know, I tend to enjoy it more. Is that just the fact that it's live? You think that's just
Probably.
something?
Well,
It's more
experience.
it's more immersive that way.
Yeah.
And it's like it's kind of the appeal of having a space like this, even just to like listen to music. It's just you can kind of have it be all enveloping and like really get it into your space as opposed to like just in your headphones or off a little speaker somewhere. And I think that there's a lot of appeal to that. Also just the appeal of a performance, of kind of like that, balancing act of seeing somebody like doing something skillfully, and well,
I think you see that on like YouTube though. It's like a lot of obviously, I mean, like streaming's getting a lot of streams, but you see these like live session performances and they do amazing. Like people like go back to those sessions and they're like, I love this like live performance. I love this live performance because there's just that energy in it. You can like visually put something
Also
to
the
it.
connection and the live experience
interactivity.
where you can like other people are commenting and stuff. So,
True, yeah.
like just being there with other people. I think there's just that in our society is starting to lack that connectivity. We've gotten so far into the technology and everything.
Yeah, community.
I feel like I'm an old man saying this,
It's just
but it just feels like it
and
might
there is
actually be the case.
there is a huge push like in the younger generations for more real life like experiences and places like that, which is why I feel very hopeful for the future, just because there is that sentiment kind of like it's not being forgotten. It's like being
Reworked.
it's being rebuilt through nostalgia, and kind of like everything about what's going on, what we've, built up so far is kind of, it's very apparent why it's not working out and why it's not good. And so now we can look back at what did work and what was cool and what was good and, try and
fix it.
do it that way. And I think that kind of bringing back real life interactive social experiences that aren't, predicated on or involving the phone or the internet is a very big and pretty easy step in that direction.
Fuck that. If I can't bring my phone, I ain't going.
Guys, sometimes
Fair
you
enough.
gotta take your phone and put it up your butthole. Just leave it alone for a bit.
I mean,
Leave it
yeah.
on vibrate.
Well, yeah. Like, funnily
I mean,
enough,
genuinely though, I have made an effort to, or like maybe I fail at the effort part, but I do make a conscious, like, I do think about like trying to, in certain social settings or what have you, like try to actively avoid being on my phone as much when possible.
Yeah.
Like, I think the exception being like at friends' shows and stuff, I'm on it because I'm like trying to like post videos and pictures of them and stuff like that. That's something I like doing on Instagram, Snapchat and stuff. And I kind of like building a career in this space. You kind of have to use social media and stuff to a certain degree. So it's kind of always present a little bit, but I do make a conscious effort to be like, all right, this is a moment. This is like a time to just be like, connect with the people around you. Put the phone down for a little bit,
sucking some air.
Make some real life memes with the boys instead of looking at
make some
internet
inside
memes.
jokes that last are timeless.
Unless you're listening to Ghost on the Aux, in which case, fuck the boys. Keep
streaming.
listening.
Actually,
Yeah,
fuck everything we said. Stay on your damn
On
phone. Keep
Spotify
streaming.
specifically too.
Oh, man.
yes.
No.
No,
Finish your episode and then remove your
Listen to
subscription
Ghost on the
from
House with the
Spotify.
boys. Have a watch party. It's a 3-hour show. You got time.
Straight up. Yeah.
no,
You can have a beer run in the middle.
I had a funny experience on like my recent like longer tours, like a 2-week tour.
Yeah.
And like second day in, my phone just exploded. It just stopped working. And I had like everyone else on the tour, so I just like,
You aren't being targeted by Israel, are you?
me? Oh, the phone thing? The exploding phone thing?
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
I took that so serious.
Looks around.
What do you know?
This isn't a safe
Guys,
place
I think
anymore.
he's getting hunted by Israel. But I don't. Anyway. Yeah.
Editor, don't cut that out.
The editor's already been shot twice in the back of the head, dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
Called it a suicide.
hold up. Wait.
Yeah. Sorry, just editor Devin. You're fine. You're fine. You're still
You
here.
edited me out in real life.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you were on
No.
experiences on tour.
It was fun. It was fun.
Your phone
It
was blowing up.
Yeah, my phone like stopped working completely. So I went like the entire length of the tour just without a phone.
Wait, like it just crapped out, like it didn't work?
Yeah, well, no, it gave me a notification I'd never seen before in my life. It said, what was it? It said, it was like something like battery is no longer working. And I was like, what?
Oh,
And then
probably.
it just like completely turned off and would not turn back on.
Yeah, it's probably like a lithium leak or something.
I'd be like, bitch, you got enough battery to tell me that.
Yeah. I have no idea. It
It
just,
sounds like such a passive aggressive.
Right?
it was very
I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm done with this.
Battery's not working anymore.
Yeah.
Dead.
I quit.
Yeah, exactly. Battery quit.
Battery, we out of battery.
Yeah.
I'm dying. Just shuts up.
That should be
Had you use your phone a lot, like up to that point, or do you like normally?
What do you mean?
Like how much of a contrast was it? Like
I think I'm pretty
Going
good
without.
about it, like not always being on it, but it was like to go from
Love
like
going on my phone.
every other like checking, like to just nothing. It was freeing. It was the most freeing
See, like
thing ever.
for me, I kind of broke my addiction for social media like a few years ago, and part of that was like having to let go of and delete a Twitter account.
Yeah.
And that for some reason that like had a chemical shift in my brain that like freed me a little bit. I still use it, but I don't feel like, I know you're gonna look at me sideways because I send a lot of reels. I know I send reels, but I don't actually like use.
He never looks at mine.
I damn right.
never looks at the never reacts. Fuck you, Devin.
always sending
You are the worst dog. I am so glad.
What
You can have. I'm sorry. We needed to have this conversation. Dog, we need to have an intervention.
Unfairly.
We need to have an intervention right the fuck now.
Look at your reels.
Devin,
I just graded a bunch of your reels today.
I forgive you for all your
Graded.
comments about Kanye.
I just graded a bunch of your reels today.
Yeah, and you know what? You didn't react to a single damn one of mine until I started reacting to yours.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's not even true.
Yes,
The plot
it is.
thickens.
It's more true than you're willing to admit.
You're
Devin.
getting called out. You're canceled.
Well, that's just more,
You got two halves of black guy calling you out right now.
That's just more proof. I don't use my phone that much.
Just only to troll your fucking homies.
Only to
apparently.
send us
only
reels.
only.
I don't use it enough. Sorry. I talk to you in real life.
We all have that homie that'll send you fucking a thousand dozen reels, and you'll watch and react to every single one of them. And then you send him a bunch of reels, and then he'll just send you another dozen like you don't mean shit to him. Devin is that guy.
Character assassination.
Devin is that guy.
Think of a few people.
This is
Let it be known.
getting edited out. For sure. For sure. But
They don't want, people deserve to know the truth. Editing Devin, keep that shit in.
Never forget.
He's an Indian reeler. He's a whatever. He's a whatever the.
Yeah, you said it right.
yeah, okay, I get. Yeah. I don't agree.
I don't
But
agree.
We can agree to
Slander.
disagree and move
I can
on.
pull up the receipts right now.
Yeah,
Don't-
I think
whatever.
we all could.
It's okay.
What was I saying? Before I was really
social
interrupted.
Called out for not
Got
giving a shit about your friends. Trying
on his own
to,
podcast.
Can't win, bro.
we're just trying to express we going through reels and we see something. It's an expression that we're thinking about you. Devin.
Yeah, if you're curious.
Do you know how much when we say that we're thinking about you and you're like, I don't care, I don't fucking
This has
care.
become an intervention now.
I love you
I
guys
don't
too. That's why I
fucking care.
send you so much reels. How about that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
thinking about us so much, you never think about how much we be thinking about you, fucking asshole.
Man, made me blush.
Anyway, Baka.
It hurts from laughing.
Well, what were we actually talking about?
Who knows? Israel.
Oh yeah,
This
not
has
go
been
back to
episode
that.
whatever a ghost on the ox. On that note,
Derit,
No, it's hard.
tell us
No,
about your life.
so the new album.
Groovin',
so
the
go
album.
on as you were saying.
But no, but what's it called? That's the problem though. It's like, cause like I want to be free of social media. I want to like remove myself and like just go enjoy like reality. But also like I just came out with an album. I want to like get on the podcast. I want to post a reel. I want to make
Push
a
it a
post.
little
I wanna
bit.
push it.
Yeah.
But it's just gonna go to streaming. But hopefully in turn it'll come to a live performance. So who knows? It's just like you can't avoid it. But I'm just not gonna be the one to make like a trendy reel.
Fair enough.
can't do
Yeah,
that.
that's got to be like one of the worst things about being a musician nowadays is kind of because obviously being
Having
music.
the pipeline to influencer.
Yeah, because it's kind of been like it's been evolving into such a thing where like the musician used to be like the guy playing the instrument and then all the different instruments and then the guy doing the recording, the guy doing the mixing, the guy doing the mastering, and then it's all kind of consolidated into one guy doing everything. And then content creation just kind of like got created and got tacked onto that. And now it's
Yeah.
like this nasty little prerequisite that you kind of have to have some grasp of in order
It's
to
cool
find.
to an extent. I mean, like,
Yeah.
because like all that got lumped up because it like kind of filters out like, I mean it's cool. It's like kind of like Tame Impala. It's one guy. It literally
Yeah.
is. It's like, and that's cool to see like someone go to those lengths. to,
Telling
like,
me it's not
create this
Tame in the
amazing-
Impalas.
Huh? 20 Impala?
It's not Tame in the Impalas.
Tame in the Impalas. Who's Tame? Who's Impala?
Well, I'm pretty tame. I thought Impala was the car.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and it's definitely made it more accessible for sure.
Well, that's kind of what I was gonna say. Is like threshold, both like pretty much mainly technology wise, both in terms of like the equipment like accessible, but also the platform possible to put your stuff out there has kind of led us in that direction where everybody can do a little bit of everything because now they have the access and the push, the desire to put stuff out. So it's like, not that the bar is lower, but the barrier to entry is lower. So you don't necessarily need, if you can do stuff yourself, you don't need a huge, massive team to do everything. Like you don't need a record label behind you, a corporation behind you, and like 17 editors and like the mix engineer, the master engineer, like blah, blah, blah. If you can do all those things and also be your own marketing person, like that makes sense, but it also is
a lot of time, and
it is a lot of time and commitment
skills.
and different skills being spread out, across like, or somebody's skill set being spread out across a bunch of different things.
You have to
and
be
that,
very multi-talented.
It's hard to
driven.
because the whole like marketing push, the content part is like its own.
Yeah.
Social
Huge
media
thing.
work is a lot of work, guys. I'm going to tell you this right now. You're going to be working your fucking job in the deli looking at me like, hey, I fucking hate you for telling me that. But I'm going to say this right now. It takes time. Like, get out of the deli. I was in the deli once too. I hated it. I swear.
Fair.
I make less money, but I'm out of the deli.
It's worth it.
It's worth
Out of
it.
the deli. Another next album.
Next album.
All pistachio out the deli.
Fucking EP out of the deli.
We made it out of the deli.
Straight out the deli.
That's even
Straight
better.
out of deli.
Straight out of the deli. Is there any like interests or topics we haven't touched on that you would like that are inherent to your being that you would like to cover or relevant to the project?
I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, just to like what we've been saying, like, I don't know, let's build community, dude. Like, let's get everyone out there together, going to live shows and stuff. And I know it's hard. It's not like, and we don't have all the time in the world. It's difficult to like make that time, set it aside, and like, but I don't know. I've never regretted going out and like meeting people, networking, talking, just making friends,
Making
like,
memories.
yeah, making memories. So it's like of all the bands and like musicians and engineers and recording artists and venue owners can just get together and like make it work, yeah.
Yeah. We need
Asking
more.
a lot.
It's asking
Yeah,
a
it
lot.
is
It is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Come to
it's
find
easier
out.
said than done.
Yeah.
But we can complain about it, but also, if you want to think about it on like a cosmic scale, it's almost like iron sharpens iron type of thing where it's like you go through this slog of like barriers, and when you break through it, it's like even more.
I'm breaking free.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, sure.
When you break through all the like things suppressing you or just in your way that are like with the scene, like not having the support and infrastructure to like really excel artists and stuff. When you do kind of break out of that, it's kind of like almost like an even more of achievement in a way.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what
it's
we're on
really
the path to.
fulfilling.
That's what we're on the path to now. That's
Yeah.
what all of this is.
Because I feel like underground needs to still exist, and if you have too much like things blowing up, then it's also you have the opposite problem where
Well, there's like nothing blowing up out of here.
I mean, yeah, but I also feel like we should have a certain level of appreciation for having. Not that I think it should stay that way. Like I think it should be better, but I think we should still keep appreciation for like certain things having like an underground place to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like a good scene needs that like that strata to kind of like
Climb
keep
through.
the turnover. Yeah. That's why I'm saying like a structure.
There needs to
that
be some
can
struggle to
climbed.
it.
It looks like there's a tangible like way to exceed, like make it to whatever
And right now,
level you want to be at.
yeah, there's a lot of foundation, like the open mics, like, certain like bars and kava bars and places that you can perform, to whatever. But the issue is that they're so like segregated and balkanized that like you can't really like there's no cohesion to it, and there's like, yeah. And
Go ahead. Do you ever get like hecklers?
No, and I kind of wish I did.
Kind of wish you did.
Yeah, because it's like then
Wanna
you get like
provoke
some
them more?
kind of either provoke them or just like have some kind of like audience response.
shows they're
you know?
engaged.
Yeah, some kind of engagement with each other. You
Engagement.
know, it's like even if they hate it, if they don't understand it, it's like that's better than like I don't know nothing. Like the Florida crowd's weird like that. It's like, and I think the hardcore punk scene out of Florida metal is like really good at is like the best thing we got. It's just like they're like the crowd is into it, like they're spin kicking, they're moshing, whatever, but it's like they're very engaged, and it's like the DIY scene stemming out of like those like that music genre is like amazing, like they're really working trying to like push their artists. Not to say that I don't have like a place in Florida, but it is just like if we can like collectively do that, and
Monkey
it's just
together
like
strong. Been saying.
yeah.
What do you think we should do about robbing a bank?
Monkey
we're-
together
we're-
strong. I mean,
got
if we
five
work
people
together
here.
and
We got five people.
collectively, we can achieve great things.
Who of us is the getaway driver?
I already called dibs on that.
Okay.
I don't have a car, so
What are you planning on doing? What can you
What
bring
am I
to
bringing to the heist?
Yeah.
He's bringing to the heist?
how are you earning your cut?
How am I earning? Okay.
That's a good question. We should ask everybody. Start incorporating that into the pod more often.
Ooh. I can't just be like a henchman, like a gunman. I can't just be like
You can be firepower.
be foul. But
Yeah.
like who else? That's like most of it, right?
The guy that Joker shoots at the
I
end.
feel like there's special skills that come into play that
There's a distraction,
True.
you could be the distraction. Start playing
Yeah,
music.
with music.
Music in
Put
the
your
middle of
album
this
on.
There you go.
bank.
This is drawing
In the
aggro from
bank.
the guards.
How did harmonica come into play so prominently?
Oh, dude. I mean, like folk. That it's such a folk staple, and
It is like I hear that, but I also don't actually hear it very often.
sure. I mean, yeah. Nowadays, I don't know. I do think people think of harmonica as a gimmick, but like,
I mean, Bob Dylan really did that.
yeah, he
Right,
did that,
like-
and he ran with it. So like he set the stage for that kind of like
I like harmonica.
instrumentation. It's great. Like people can really play that thing, and it's impressive.
I didn't want to say that, but I also think your music kind of did make me think of Bob Dylan a little bit.
Yeah, that's not a secret.
Not because of the harmonica specifically, but because of in certain songs that you kind of like, you're like talk singing in a
Yeah.
way where it's like you're not like you're like it's like in between where you're singing, but it's like you're I don't know. I don't really know the words to articulate it, but
Well, that's like to why I even like brought the harmonica up. It's like not to discredit myself, but I'm not like an amazing guitar player. I'm not an amazing harmonica player. I'm not an amazing singer. I don't claim to be a singer. I'm at all. Like I'm talk singing like most of it anyway. But like I think I could use all those three things combined and make something like kind of impressive. Like I can't do a solo, but I can play the harmonica in between like sections where I want something, and yeah, it's just like I think my strength is a songwriter, like not necessarily like I'm not Eddie Van Halen or whatever, like or even like some of those old folk guitar players are so good. Like their finger picking is incredible, and like I'm not that, but I can I can put together I can arrange stuff. Like I just like I have a vision, and it's worked out so far, so I'm happy with like where I'm getting.
I have a particular fascination with the fact that you do such a good job of like nailing a particular sound while also expressing the fact that you don't really want to stick to a particular one thing. Like you did a good job of like shaping an album around a particular like vibe.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
but you also want to do other vibes. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of people who put themselves into a genre, they say they want to experiment, but they kind of stick within you more or less can kind of slot them into a space.
Yeah.
But the way you talk like makes me think like how do I say it? Like you have you're multifaceted both in the fact you could tie all these performance pieces together. You say you're not great at one thing, but you can tie them all together really well. But bigger than that, you also do a great job of nailing this sound while it doesn't sound like you're married to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like an identity.
And I think that's like the beauty of an album is like what you said, it captures a moment. And I have a lot of music that I've just sat down and like written. But like everything I picked for this like specific album, I just wanted to be like this condensed like picture of like a single like thought and emotion and like what that is. So like going forward, I have like all these other songs that will have their place, but for right now, like for my debut album, for my like introduction to Derit, I think it's a really good stepping stone.
I love it. So do you anticipate, you said earlier, like it took you about 6 months and you want to hopefully kind of nail that kind of timeline frequently?
Yeah. Like once I get like a batch of songs, I kind of want to just like tackle them within that frame. I have like 2 follow-up albums like planned. And then from there, who knows? But I just like anything, or if any in any kind of art, you know, this is going to be a lifelong goal of mine of just like to just make music, regardless of where it goes or like how far it goes. It's just always going to be the thing that I have to do.
It's intrinsic to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is what Derit is. Music.
There it is, music.
There it is. You ever have a label?
Whoop.
That's
There
good.
it is.
There it is, records.
Hey. Good idea. I mean,
I'm
honestly.
gonna open it up. Hold on.
or just an album name. There it is, and it's just like one of those pictures of you with like you superimposed, like translucent in the background.
I was imagining him.
Oh, yeah.
I was imagining him with a t-shirt of him with a t-shirt of him.
Yeah.
With a t-shirt.
Oh, in
Yes.
like Inception. Just like
There it is.
Or one of those images of him holding a baby version of himself.
Okay, Kojima.
with these glasses.
Yeah, little baby with the glass.
Where did the glasses come from? Like,
Yeah, what's the lore on that?
Is there like lore to this?
Do you have multiple pairs?
Okay. I just like them. I genuinely just think they're like funny.
And they are.
Yeah. I think they're cute.
Valid reason as any.
But they're really cheap, like shitty glasses. So yeah, like I've had to replace these like several times.
Have, like,
They're
a
not
drawer
expensive,
full
bro.
of
You
them.
said they're cheap. So
They're cheap.
So,
So I
are
can-
they readily available?
So far, but there's been times where it's like out of stock, and I'm like, ooh,
My identity.
my identity. Yeah. So one day maybe it's just gonna like phase out, and then I'll have
That's
to
terrifying.
like get
You have to buy. No, you usually have to get a stockpile of them, so you constantly have replacements.
But I
Right.
have a stockpile of glasses.
Do you?
I
Okay.
usually have glasses with me at all times.
I've thought about like getting like a nice pair, you know, just like custom, but like
Look exactly the same, but they're $500.
yes,
Obsidian lenses. Like,
exactly, dude.
Titanium frames.
yeah.
Maybe prescription. I'm a little bit blind, so that would be nice too.
Hey, make a prescription. That would be sick. Actually,
I don't know. These lenses
that would
are
really
kinda
make
big,
them
though.
you.
Yeah,
You know?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the high resolution full FOV frames.
I'm gonna upgrade to like the VR headset soon. So
There you go.
Get the meta ones with the like camera and stuff.
The
in it.
glasses.
is
Yeah.
metaverse still a thing?
Yeah.
The metaverse
mean-
has always been a thing. That's what's so stupid about that.
Yeah, I
But
mean-
the meta glasses are. They're still kicking.
Well,
They're
that's
doing
been the new. Yeah, people have been going crazy over those because that's like, that's the new content thing. Is people just running around with the meta glasses?
which I think is actually kind of cool, to be honest. I know it's meta, and I know fuck meta, and these but out of everything that they did, and then yes, it's a spy device. It's stealing your data, fucking whatever the fuck. It's cool. I think having little like FOV glasses like on your glasses, like a camera right there, is kind of neat.
It was kind of neat. I
had a pair like that forever ago that my grandmother bought me.
Because Snapchat did it. Like,
well, yeah, Snapchat, but even before that, like video glasses, like sunglasses, are not a brand new thing. They just always sucked. They just were not good. Yeah. Now they're like decent because like camera tech is so like tiny now. It's much easier to like have actual good quality in there if they, put the time into it to make it. But I had a pair and I think I only used it a couple of times. I had the camera like right in the center and they looked obnoxiously bulky. They looked obviously like you couldn't be covert with them if you wanted to. Yeah. Like I see some people make content where it's like they're kind of, it's not obvious that the person knows they're recording. And that's kind of the point of the video, in some cases. These look like they were just thick as hell. And you could tell. And it was the middle part. It wasn't like a lens, but it was like a sort of transparent, not transparent, but like a little like plastic part that you could, like a camera could see through. You can't, it looks like part of the frame, but
yeah, I know what you mean.
It was just obvious. And they also just look lame. I think I used them once for like biking or something.
Yeah. Lord knows the meta bands wouldn't have gotten any traction if they weren't Ray-Ban collaborations. People love their names.
Yeah. It's the brand name that really like gets the clout goblins all about it,
Guys, we need to get a good brand name.
Derit is brand sunglasses.
Share it is brand.
I could really market that. Like have the hold on that.
There it is would be actually really cool. Yeah. Like that'd be a cool shirt. Like a cool belt.
I need to get back on my merch. I like put out a couple shirts and then.
Did you?
I'd wear a shirt that just says "There it is."
Yeah.
I might have some shirts on me right now. We'll see. But
you have one shirt on you.
True.
Yeah, you can have this one actually.
Yeah.
Signed, hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I want to get some like physical media stuff out because I think that like matters.
Ooh,
like to the streaming point. Like,
what specifically? Like, are you a tape person, a vinyl person, CD person?
Well, I want to get some CDs, like because that's like really easy to push out. But I do have plans to do like a small little vinyl guy, like a lathe cut, something just like neat that I can like sell at a show. And if you like appreciate that kind of thing, great.
Do you listen to a lot of physical media?
Yeah, I have a vinyl collection. I got a nice little like speaker system at my house, and I throw on a vinyl and like listen through it. I love albums like in full length. You don't get that nowadays because of playlists and everything, but and those they matter. It's like to get playlists, to get part of that. It's like you have to play into it because whatever. So
a lot of the albums that do come out are more just like playlists in themselves, like with way less attention played to curation.
Yeah, they do like the waterfall drop, so it's like all those songs are just singles already, and it's like the ones that are on the album were never going to be the hit or like didn't get paid any attention.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stream trolling.
So yeah, I like to get some like CDs, little vinyl cuts. I know my next record or the one following that, I haven't figured out the exact details, but it is going to be like a cassette.
Are you going to sell the players too so people can actually listen to it?
Yeah, I guess they're cheap. I don't know. You can get like a little player for nothing, like the little tape decks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe I'll do a little package deal. That's my capitalist mindset.
Do a collab with like a what's a brand that still makes cassette players? Is Audio Technica?
OnlyFans.
Like what?
I don't know.
The OnlyFans branded cassette player. That would go crazy. That's like the Supreme Brick.
Tascam.
That's what that reminds me of.
Tascam collab.
Tascam?
Yeah.
Do they make cassettes? I guess.
Maybe.
No. Oh, making cassettes. Oh, Maxell.
Maxell. Oh,
Maxell is still very active on social media.
Really?
Yeah, they've got they're
I'm not gonna lie, guys. This couch is uncomfortable right now.
Here, will this help? It's a pillow.
Nah.
You can cuddle up on it.
Good, because I want
You want to
to
get closer?
In any event, but yeah, Maxell and RCA, I think is still around. I know Maxell.
Audio Technica feels like a brand that would.
They don't.
Really?
Yeah.
They make record players though.
Yeah, but they don't like make records. Or
I was thinking just the players.
Oh yeah, no, they definitely do.
Like
Yeah.
cassette players.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant like the actual cassettes themselves. Then yeah, no, Audio Technica, they probably have like hi-fi tape players. I don't know if they have like portable ones. I doubt it. I know those exist though. They're like more like bespoke kind of like Etsy brands that will make them.
Sure.
But
No, I haven't seen any new tape players, but yeah, I hope for that release to at least like push that kind of like thing where it's like you can not only listen to it on a cassette, but that's like where you should, you know?
The intended medium.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
That would be cool. You should have a shirt idea. Better on cassette.
What was what did we
something
say
like
about the
that.
mirror? Things look closer than that.
Oh yeah.
The objects in mirror are closer than they appear.
Objects on cassette are, I don't know.
Objects
There's
on
something
cassette
there.
are,
Hold on.
objects on cassette are warmer than they appear.
Warmer,
than they
yeah.
warmer than they sound.
More dynamic,
More tiny. Yeah.
perhaps.
Well, it'd be less dynamic.
Yeah, no, some
It
people are like
depends.
sticklers for that. With like the record or my album, like I didn't want to like go full fledged into like the analog tape thing. Cause I mean, like, yeah, it's folk. It's going to be like, I want like that hiss and
Does help. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you know, it doesn't need to rely on that. I don't think, especially today. Like, I don't want to just emulate, you know, someone of the past just because it's like, well, they did it. No.
You want it to be an intentional, like, this is, you want it to be because you want it, not because it's somebody else's thing.
Yeah.
Somebody did it already.
Yeah.
Right. I feel that. What all instruments do you play again?
Just like
I know drums, guitar, harmonica,
guitar, bass, harmonica,
bass.
what did I say? Drums. You said drums. Little knick-knack instruments. I'm not great at the keys. That's like one thing I'm like iffy on.
We kind of drifted in the topic earlier. I don't think we ever like finished it, but when you like started learning to play music, what was the first, what was their like progression of instruments and like skill?
Yeah, it was like bass guitar for a bit. I like that just gave me like the feel of like where to place my hands and how to do it. And then immediately got into drums and I started taking lessons, and that like really pushed me ahead. Playing in a band like really got me got my creative side, like started making like my own music, and then started like honing my craft on drums, and then just like learning the rhythm of that kind of thing really helped like songwriting structure and all that kind of stuff. But what's it called? Guitar was just always in the background. Like all my friends played it. Like a lot of people play guitar, so I would just pick it up and like jam from every now and then. And yeah, it was great. It's really it's been nice. Like I've came a long way on guitar. And I'm like happy. It's like the best songwriting tool, like that and piano.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, it's propelled me a lot. And yeah.
Would you say drums are your favorite? Like, is that what speaks you the most? Like, or more guitar because of the songwriting?
Like I owe so much to drums. It's just it's not that I'm like tired of it. It's just like it's its own thing.
Sure.
It's a great outlet of like energy and like dynamics, and like I can really like throw myself at them and like get out like any kind of like angst, frustration, whatever. But and learning just like basic rhythms of stuff, like it's translated so well to just other weird percussive bits, things that like I never thought I'd like experiment with. And just how I approach the guitar anyway. It's like it's all very rhythmic. Like I'm not a player. I'm not like a soloer or anything. It's just like a lot of it does rely on the rhythm of things, and I think that's where like it translates really well, the drums. Yeah, I love it.
Would you write as much without the music element if you didn't play anything or whatever? Like do you like writing equally as much as music?
Yeah. All my songs, everything like I've ever written has stemmed from just writing. Like it always starts with the lyrics. It always has. And then I'll figure everything out after the fact. There's never like a vibe I'm going for. It's just whatever like lyrics I have put down, and then I'll like stretch it out or condense it accordingly to like whatever whatever rhythm like or time I'm playing in, and then like what comes out of it is just like the vibe.
Has writing like always, has that just come easy to you, like come natural, or is that a skill that like you've had to put a lot of effort into building? Or
yeah, I've definitely gotten better at it, but like there's been a growth in that. But ever since I was young, that was like my favorite like school subject was English and writing. Like it's what I did best in. Like yeah, I've never been like theory and like the weird like nooks and crannies of like what music is. Not that it doesn't interest me, but it is. It's
lower
like,
priority.
It's lower priority because I feel like I can achieve what I want regardless.
Understandable.
Yeah. Not that it gets in the way, but it sometimes like if I get too entangled in that kind of thought process, like I fall out of love with what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
Definitely understandable.
Yeah.
So did you get your start with getting into writing earlier, like much earlier than the music? Or are they kind of similar time?
No, yeah, it was definitely before. Like, you know, you'd have like a journal, or like just write stuff down in like school. And then like that gradually turned into the notes app. I think a lot of people, you know, like find themselves in the notes app.
I've written my finest work in my notes app.
Right. Yeah. It's really convenient. It's just a good spot to jot down your ideas. Putting it to paper is nice.
There's
it
something
like solidifies like
yes.
Yeah.
There's something that like I was just about to say that. There is something that like makes it feel real when you put it on paper versus just like on your phone.
Yeah.
Like the phone is like it's like the limbo state of like my mind's like the ideas, but then putting it on paper makes it like cemented, you know?
Yeah.
Concrete for some
like,
reason.
You're like, this is what I believe. You know, it's like fully like what I'm trying to articulate instead of just this loose like thing that can always be changed and altered. And yeah.
I agree with that.
I asked the questions I wanted to ask.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I'm interested in
All
that.
I'm asking for now is a collab. Honestly,
Let's do it,
straight
man.
up.
Yeah, I'm always down to collab. That's like the one, like, I'm not even kidding. On this album, there's so much features, and I just wanted like all of my friends involved because I think that's like the most important part of like a process is like community. It's like use all your tools available.
Tell me this
and,
man
like,
isn't speaking to my heart right
these
now.
people like these,
Shit I've been saying.
I on one of the tracks, Unmistakable Pattern of a Chameleon, like
Sick title, by the way.
thank you. Literally, I had like 10 people in a room with a live mic, and I was just go crazy, like enjoy yourselves. And at the end of it, we were all like giddy, like laughing. People were playing chicken fights. It was good fun. You know, it's like that's what I want out of like a scene. You know,
Yeah.
I want people to like collab, feel like comfortable to like reach out to each other and like not use each other, but like like some people are like really talented at one thing, and it's like, come on, like let that flourish, you know?
Yeah. Well, it is, that collaboration is great for, I mean, using is like a weird word for it, but you are using each other's like different talents and skills to create something greater than the sum of its parts.
Yeah.
As we said earlier. I'm always really fascinated. I don't even know where to go with this topic, but I'm always really fascinated with, I feel like I've asked a lot of people the question about like just the interaction, the marriage between the lyric writing and music writing. And so I'm just curious, like, so you were writing earlier, like that just kind of came normal to you, right?
Yeah.
And then later on you got into the music part. And then was it now you say that it's kind of the writing comes first and it's would you say you have an easy time kind of like constructing music to go with it, or did that also take a while to like figure out your own way of doing that?
It took me a while because in like the process of being in other bands and stuff, like everyone has like their own way of approaching that, whether it be like everyone has their own way of writing.
Oh,
and,
was
like,
it?
That can be as complex as you want it to be, or as like simple as you want it to be. And I had to find like the fine line of like what I like in music, and I like catchiness, I like repetitiveness, I like storytelling, and like I'm just gonna use those elements like to the fullest because it's what I like. It's what I want to do. So if I can keep it like bare bones as much as I want it to be, I'm satisfied. I'm happy. So like, yeah, the collaborative part is like a little bit different to me because like normally I just like try to keep it like very simple, very contained. But it's been amazing. Like I'm really happy with the outcome of like working with so many different people on my own solo stuff because normally I just want my approach. But everyone bringing everything in, just telling them like what I believe and feel, like what I think it should be like. They've added like incredible layers.
So was it kind of like a unique change of pace to like be in full control of something rather than just being one of the elements of like?
Yeah, it was really different. Especially as a drummer, because I'm not necessarily doing like the melodies or like contributing that kind of thing. Like I can obviously, but being a drummer, you kind of are like you have a lot of control over the structure of things and like the intensity or like the feel, but like the overall tone or just genre or anything, it's unique to it's not you don't like really get that outside of drumming or within drumming. So
not
like,
a lot of drummers. There's not a lot of like solo project drummers.
No, and usually they're like all kind of wonky, and that's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, I feel like I'm Ringo, like doing my own thing, making a song about octopuses. But
sometimes that's what it takes to get through to these people, man. Sometimes you just gotta throw in a yellow submarine just to make sure people are paying attention.
Right.
Just to make sure people are hearing what you're saying,
Right.
I am the walrus, cuckoo, choo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to make sure they're paying attention.
Yeah.
You have to grab people's attention, like with the social media and stuff.
Well, isn't that the purpose of just all art is to like provoke,
In some
express, and provoke?
Inspire, and express, elicit.
Yeah, those are all words.
adjectives.
Yes.
Those are verbs.
Verbs.
What am I
actually.
talking
You
about?
fucking
See, I'm
idiot. Yeah, you fucking
Writing
trying
is
to call
my
me
favorite
out.
subject.
Yeah,
Writing is my passion.
Writing is my passion. Yeah, what you just said, adjectives. Yeah.
Hey, man.
I might, a little bit of a writer myself. Sorry.
Editor, leave
That was
that in.
funny. Editor, enhance the previous 20 seconds.
Bass boost it. Slow and reverb.
There you go.
Nightcore version.
I remember.
Imagine a Nightcore version of the
A
podcast.
slow and reverb Nightcore version would just be reverb
It'd just be back to normal to need.
with reverb. Yeah. Anyway.
That's gonna be a special edition upload. Like, should have like an experiment channel. Just like upload garbage like that.
Yeah, the Nightcore slow down and reverb version. That's just the episode of reverb on it.
Yes.
Sure. That's the next.
You wanna
April
collab on
Fool's-
that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next
dude.
April Fool's.
I was wondering what like because I had this conversation the other day because I was like, who does the money go to on like a Nightcore version of a song? And I guess it's the original artist, but
I would assume so if it gets copyright claimed.
right,
Otherwise, it would just go to whoever uploaded it.
yeah.
Until the claim
Usually like
happens.
Nightcore is like on YouTube and stuff, so like I'm sure they get the ads, but I don't know. Like I don't know.
All right, I got a question for you. A couple questions that the folks have been dying to know. What would you do if you woke up with no legs?
I'd be all arms.
All right. That's a good answer. The second question that the folks were wondering is how's your mental health? How have you been doing? You been taking care of yourself?
Yeah, as much as I can. It's been a hell of a year. It's been one of the best years of my life and also one of the worst. I think it's important to focus on mental health more than ever. reach out to your people, make sure everyone's okay. You never know. Life is short, life is precious. It comes down to the self, take care of yourself, like surround yourself with positive things as much as you can. I know it's not easy, but do what you can,
I guess this is kind of a
small victories.
rather deep question. So sorry to like pivot and to go real deep, but is there any like mental health, just like revelations or just evolution or anything that's come from your
Artistic journey.
just with music or anything that stands out that you could speak on? I guess it doesn't have to be limited to like mental health, but like life lesson or like experiential.
In this
knowledge.
process of like discovering who I am as a solo artist and like who I feel I am as a musician, it's helped a lot. Like just having this project, having these songs, like being able to do something with them, just kind of like validates myself that like, like not that you need a reason, but it's just nice. It's like, okay, like I am capable, I am possible, or like it is possible to like create something out of myself, and I'm not just like, I don't know. It's been a good journey.
Do you feel a sense of like satisfaction having now the album's out and it's like done?
It's like a big part of fulfilling like just a checklist on like something I've always wanted to do, like something that like does bring me happiness, and so like now that I know I am capable, like it is a fulfilling thing and pushes me to like go further, because like life is hard, dude.
How do you balance your mental health and like, going and performing and making music, and like where is your mental health work life balance in all of this looking like?
It's difficult, like I'd make sure to take time for yourself, like not to get wrapped up in all of it, but also I don't know, for me personally, like I rely on community and being social. Like I need that outlet, and like to meet like incredible people, to know they're like to share happiness amongst other people, to just share like a moment with other people. I think it's very important, and like not to like reside in solitude. So just trying to push myself to get out more and not like be so reserved.
Do you get that fulfillment from when you're just socializing, or like not performing, or is performing also part of that, or is that like different because it's performing?
Performing is part of that, but I also get that like fulfillment in just like talking to people, like having a one-to-one and like understanding that like relating to people, just having a discussion. It's
I ask that because I know some people like they get a lot more like the performing puts a lot of self-imposed like pressure on themselves, and it's less of an outlet at that point, like, to like be out and about and stuff. It's more like a obligation for some people rather than like some people just want to perform and then just like go home. Some people want to like, they bring their whole energy because that's where they want to be and that's what they want to do the whole time.
Right. And that's the one thing I've like understand or like figured out about myself is like music will always be the thing. And it's like, as long as I have that, I'll be okay. I know this.
If you're limited to one instrument forever for the rest of your life, what are you picking?
My voice.
Solid. I like that.
It carries.
I do like your sing talking. Genuinely though, like it's cool. Going back to what we were talking about the album earlier being so organic, I love hearing, especially the song that I had heard before. I love hearing how it just sounds like how I've heard you in real life.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because you've caught me live.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
The
just
Ghost on the Ox open mic at Dirty South
At Dirty South. We
Go
have
there.
every other Monday,
Every other-
first and third Mondays of the month.
First and third Mondays of the month. And if you're lucky, you'll catch us on Thursday too. For karaoke.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I guess I'm just impressed with that. We're gonna wrap up here, guys. I know we're going a long time, but I'm just impressed with how, like, what's another word? Like true to your how you actually sound.
Yeah.
The album came out, because some people will perform a certain way, and then like their recording, their master will be like kind of completely different.
Right. I wanted to
sometimes.
keep it as 1-to-1 as I could, just because
great.
like I think that energy and that like live sound does matter. If you can translate that to a record, it's really cool. It's really neat. It's genuine. But there's some things like in a recording process that you can never achieve live. And like,
True.
that's where you like, it's limitless. You could get super creative and like really cool in the studio.
It's a whole extra like layer of the art form.
Yeah, exactly. And I try to like think about that when I'm like writing. It's like, okay, how much can I do like with my hands, with my voice, with like the people I have around me right now? And then where do I take that on like a record recording,
You taking a break from gigs right now until like after the new year?
Yeah, I think so. After the
So
new
you
year,
don't
I've
really-
got like I do in some of the bands I'm in. I will be drumming for Kenny Mo at Churchill's Miami.
Promote everything.
I'm going to be drumming with Kenny Mo at Churchill's Miami December 12th. The 13th, I will be with Jeremy Sousa at Eddie's in Miami.
I know Jeremy Sousa. I don't know him.
Oh,
I lied. I'm
you should.
sorry.
You should know Jeremy Sousa. He's incredible. He's incredible. Stream their music. Stream Mycadelic's music. Stream the Derit album, Vocifer.
Definitely stream that.
Stream that a million times. Stream Mount Sinai.
Yeah, screw everything else we said earlier about streaming. Stream the album.
Just give it a go.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I endorse that message.
I got a couple dates, but Derit, I'll see you next year.
All right. All right. Any final messages you want to just say to the people? Anything?
Anything you want to shout out? Any family members? Anybody for the holidays? Anything?
Any sleep paralysis demons?
Any sleep paralysis
shout out.
demons?
I think I'm okay. Thank you.
All right. Damn. He's not trying to spark any more holiday wars.
You're not trying to start no beef.
One shout out was enough.
All right. Thank you for coming on very much. Appreciate
Thank you,
you.
gents. Thank
That was.
you.
Let's try it
Thank you.
again. There we go.
you go.
Editor, make that the first time. There you go.
Do
Yeah.
like a hard cut. It's gonna look so cool.
Ghost on the Ox. Wait, actually, before I promote Ghost on the Ox, social media, just follow you in
Check me
general.
out. Instagram _Derit.
Yo.
Derit Music.
How do you spell that?
Derit Music. That's on YouTube. Hit me up. Let's do something.
Hit him up.
Hit me up.
Yo, what's the email?
DeritMusic45@gmail.com.
Hell yeah.
Bruh, hit him up.
Bookers, promoters, anybody who gives a damn.
Yo, this guy has talent. If you don't hit him up now while he's cheap, you're gonna miss out on the.
Just come on, boy, cheap.
Well, yeah,
Might always be cheap. Who knows?
He might
Undervalued
right now,
is the word you're looking
his
for.
gig prices are not $2,000.
They're
I'm sure, I'm
he is
sure.
Undervalued.
undervalued.
We got to use appropriate marketing language to really sell him.
Okay. We got a gem in the making right here, folks. Right now, we can get you to them for $700 million a piece.
Whoa.
I'll take it.
Ghost on the Ox. Threads, Instagram, X. I don't really use X anymore. Ghostontheaux.com. Like, share, all that stuff. Whatever you want to do. I don't really care. You guys.
At Nutcracker Jr., at Nutcracker Senior, Instagram. Yeah. That's all I got. Twitch, Almond, Pistachio Jr.
For right now, I'm just Trey. I got nothing going on besides what's going on in this room. I got nothing going on the internet.
I'm Flexter's Lab on Instagram. Flexter's Lab _ like Dexter's Lab, but Flexter's Lab.
Yeah.
There we go.
Pretty much it.
Everybody give a hand for awesome producer this episode.
Woo!
All right.
Yay! Yay!
Thank you, Derit, for coming. Peace
Thank
out,
you.
guys.
Peace.
Peace.
Destined to be
A sucker for life.
The days could be honey, but why leave your mind? There's a world out there for us. We've got all the rights. Go on, imagine paradise outside of our lives. Destined to be a sucker for life.